toy, but I could be the boy you adore. If you just let me know. Although you are true, I'm attracted to you all the more. Why do I need you so? Baby, baby, try to find a little time and I'll make you happy. I'll be home, I'll be beside the phone waiting for you. Why do you build me up, buttercup, baby, just to let me down, and mess me around, and then worst of all, you never call, baby, when you say you will, but I love you still. I need you more than anyone, darling. You know that I have from the start. So build me up, buttercup, don't break my heart. I need you more than anyone, baby. You know that I have from the start. So build me up,
Maybe. Hello. Hi, everybody. I hope you can hear me. What is that? Oh, there was more music trying to play in the background. It sounded weird. It sounded like a robot or something. So, hello, everybody. How are you? How are you? How are you? Loud and clear. Thank you, Linda. How are you doing, Linda? Hope you're doing good. Hey, Betty. Melted Kappa. How's it going? Roddy Parade. Hello, Roddy. Raditha. Where's Rhonda? Roddy, Raditha, Rhonda. Where's she at? Farmer Fred Smith, how you doing? It's good to see you. Good to see you, Buster Bradamas. I don't know if I'm hopping over anybody. Hey, Stacy, hey, how are you? Christine, hey, beautiful Christine. Hope everybody's doing good tonight. Kids are fighting in the background, so that's obviously, I guess, a good sign here. It means everything's the same. Everything's the same. Hello, Jim Coddington. How are you? Coming in with a $3 super sticker. Thank you, Jim. I appreciate that very much. Cowboy Mosh, how are you? Long time no see. Tricky Bricky. Hey, how's it going? Pain like Bane, how are you? At Cowboy Mosh coming in, $2 super sticker. Thank you, Cowboy Mosh. I appreciate that. It's good to see everybody tonight. Same thing on YouTube. What, Raditha? It can't be the same thing on YouTube, can it? Well, I hope everybody's doing good, having a great summer so far. Linda's fair to middling. Twin Mama, you got a new head? A new head? Oh. Yeah, they got them on sale right now, so I grabbed a couple extra. Got a couple for Betty, too, so we got new heads. Got 4 heads here. Apparently, Jim says I have a big forehead, but okay, well, probably. Or it could just be the gray through here that you can't see makes it look like I have no hair there. Oh, Betty Sue. Betty Sue's getting lit tonight. Betty Sue. Hey, you. I'm going to have to go round the child's up, sounds like in there. Golly. Hey, Danielle, how are you? Good to see you. Roddy Parade, good to see you. Come on in. It's good to see you. I hadn't made a new good to see you. lately. I've got to do that. I just don't know who to say I'm good to see you to. Who that?
Hey.
You're so teeny
I was like,
tiny.
well, I'm like, where's my face at? I was like, oh, I see.
Right. Yeah, let me see if I can find us a spot. There we are. Oh,
What happened?
is that going to be irritating as hell? That lit flashing behind us?
I don't know. It's not going to be irritating to me, but
Okay,
well, that's all that matters. No, I'm just kidding.
that's all that matters. You're right. Let's see. Yep. Nope.
Yeah.
Okay, is that better?
That's good. Hey, Danielle.
Who that is?
My baby daddy. Sorry. What
What
was
you
I say?
say, baby daddy?
Yeah, I remember that song. Yeah, I don't know if you remember it, but it was like in the late '90s. There was a song with like, "Who that is, my baby daddy."
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's a long
Yeah,
time ago.
yeah.
Greetings, Brian. How are you? Good to see
Hey,
you.
Brian.
Thank you, Roddy. Yeah, I thought it was a cute song. It's a cute summer song.
It was very much
So, how's it been going, Betty?
good. Good. How about you?
All right. Going right along every day.
Yeah. Well,
I'm still white. What the hell?
no, you don't look like too white. Like, you know what I mean? Like the light, it looks like you don't look too white. No, you,
Thank you.
it looks dimmer than it did the other day. Is it my imagination, or did you like dim it, or did you change something? No, it looks different to me.
No.
Oh, well,
Thank you,
never mind.
Danielle. Thank you, Brian. Yeah, no, I don't know. Yeah.
You look
You
fine.
still see the bloody basement wall? No.
Yes, bloody basement wall. That's right. Uh-huh.
I was
No, I
gonna
think you look
hang
great.
put some hand marks on scratch marks and stuff on it. See if Roy caught on to that.
Did you see what Multi Copper said?
Ooh, she is too white. What hunky cracker? Shut up, melted copper.
That's
I don't know.
great.
I don't know what the deal is. I mean, I guess I hadn't been out to get any sun.
Hey, Barbara. No, I don't think that.
Barbara,
I
thank
think you
you.
look great. I think you're just thinking that it's too bright or something, you know?
Well, you're normally the whitest one. Why is I so white?
I don't know. Linda, I maybe a few weeks ago I did. So yes,
It
just
looks
not.
good.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
It's getting a little long too. Yeah.
Oh, well, it actually grows, I guess, huh? I'm like,
Let's get a
oh,
trim.
yeah.
So yeah, I was watching that video you sent me. That's pretty interesting. Yes, I sleep in my coffin.
Uh,
Um, yeah, that's pretty interesting. That camera that they found. I mean,
yeah. Yeah, like, had you ever heard of that story? Because I didn't ever hear it until
well, I
now. Like,
kind of had heard it before,
oh,
but I didn't know if it was true or not.
that's what
You
I was
know?
thinking. Like, even now, I was like, well, maybe I should like not, because I was like, is this for real? We're talking about the camera that they found. They said they found close to the Titanic, but like it was so unbelievable that I'm like, is this for real? Like, am I crazy right now? So I wasn't really sure. Hey, Georgia Peach.
Hey,
Like,
Georgia Peach.
I don't know. I feel stupid because I'm like, is that for real? I don't know. So either I didn't notice when they talked about this before, or I just like totally bought that story about the camera. You know?
Yeah, I mean, because how long did it take to find the Titanic or the what is it called?
Titanic.
Titanium, the Titanic. And how would they find a camera?
I
That
know.
far down? Because wasn't it sitting on the bottom of the ocean?
Yeah, and like, how are they finding things where they can like read stuff and everything? Like they were like, oh, like did you watch the video? Because they were like, oh,
Yeah.
this guy's notebook was in there, and it's like, how did you find like a notebook? It's been water for that long. I don't know. Am I crazy right now? I mean,
No, I thought the same thing. They
yeah.
found it in some kind of bag or something that supposedly had his stuff in it, and but there was really no pictures on it. Apparently,
Well, there were some pictures that were like, I don't know. It seems a little crazy to me because they're like, oh, here's like water rushing in and like stuff like that. It's like, how did that just happen to be like all these pictures? As they said, that's all some of the pictures was like water coming down a hallway and like just stuff. I don't know. I think it was, I don't know. I'm not gonna say anything.
yeah. Well, they couldn't find that guy supposedly. I didn't watch all the way to the very end. I was probably about 10 minutes from the end. So, but all during that part that I was watching it, they never found the guy that was taking the pictures. The person they said it was.
Yeah, they're like, oh, there's no record of him, but
Yeah,
except for this notebook that's just still around, even though it was under the water and stuff like that. It's like,
yeah.
I don't know what to think. I don't know. I don't know what to think. I really don't.
Buster says no Titanic camera.
Oh, why are they trying to trick us, Buster?
Right.
I mean,
Hey, Roy's here. He made it. Roy's coming in 1999. Nice to see you back, ladies. Well, it's nice to see you back as well, Roy. Thank you.
yeah, it's very good to see you, Roy Cohen fan.
Hey, Crazy Brat.
Hey, Crazy Brat. So it's bogus. It's a bogus story. They tricked us.
Yeah, I guess so. Well, I mean,
what's the point of trying to tell us this crazy story like that, though? So we all be like, oh, hey, did you hear about this? And it wasn't true.
it's just like me the other day. I was on the internet on my phone and I was going to look up riding lawnmowers, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it comes up this page, it shows Walmart and Wayfair and all these different places.
Mm-hmm.
And it had this riding lawnmower for like $80. I thought, oh, wow, okay. And so I skipped a couple more down through there, and there was another one for $69, and there's one for $108. And I'm thinking, what? Anyways, I messaged my daughter, I sent her a clip of that picture. I said, it looks legitimate, and you read on it, and it says that was from Wayfair. And she looked it up. She goes, Wayfair doesn't even sell lawnmowers. She goes, it's just scams. I said, I don't know how they can just put out scams, that many of them, and nobody report it and get it taken down. It's kind of what I was thinking anyway. So, but anyway, I had done that last year before last. I was looking up those Blackstone griddles. I was going to get my daughter one. And I was actually looking in the Walmart app. And then down at the bottom of it, it had one there for like $69. And I thought, okay, is that just like the cover or something? And I ordered it like a big dummy. They never charged me for it, I don't think. But it never showed up either, It was one of those deals like the
That's weird.
Yeah.
That's like there was like a time where like people were talking about how on Walmart's website there was like just random items that would be like $5,000 and stuff like that, and they were trying to say it meant something else, like something really bad, like sex trafficking stuff. Like, I don't know, it was weird, but like I never understood what that could have even been. Like, why would be like a pot holder be $5,000? You know what I mean? Like, it was weird. Like, it was weird stuff like that. I don't know.
Hey, Ruben.
Hey, Ruben.
He says, what in tarnation y'all talking about? A Titanic camera. This ain't no James Cameron movie starring Leonardo. Well,
they got us, Ruben. They tricked us.
Look, my little purse.
Oh, that's so cute. That is really cute. Cute. It's even better than when you said chain. I'm thinking like, what? But now that I see it.
I could see the chain in the deal, but I never seen it hooked to it. So I didn't know what it was. And so then when I went back, that girl was showing me one that she had behind the counter. And I said, that's what's in that box. She said, yeah. I thought, well, damn.
Very cute.
Yeah, they got colored ones too. But this is banana taffy frozen or something like that. Oh, it's so good.
I want one too.
Yeah.
It's cute. Very cute.
Oh, Melted Copper says, I think I saw what they were referencing on Facebook. And I instantly was like, that's fake as fuck. Yeah. Shut up. Damn, we finally had something to talk about, Betty, and it was fake news.
Cool. Now we can just talk about how they tricked us and it was fake.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I just don't understand what the point of saying all that would be. You know what I mean? Like, why would you want to say that? It's not like they're getting anything for it. Like, you know what I mean? They weren't asking for money or, you know what I mean? So what's the point of telling the story like that? You know?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe somebody truly believed that that was what it was. You know.
And they found all that. Yeah, but somebody had to, fabricate all of it. It wouldn't just be like, oh, we have these pictures. They had to have come up with the pictures from somewhere saying that they saw them. Because they're like, oh, a ghostly image was that. And when I heard that, I'm like, something seems crazy. Because my first thought was, why hadn't I heard about this anyplace else? Because it says this video has been out for 2 months. So I'm like,
Yeah.
something's
Why
happening.
nobody told us about it,
Yeah. I know. Don't appreciate it very much. Don't.
Faker than a stripper's tits?
Well, they could
I want you to know my tits are for real. Jeez.
Why aren't I seeing any of these comments? Why is it? It's like frozen. It's like frozen on Melted Copper's comment.
What is?
Yeah. Everything. That's the only thing I see, and I can't move it. Oh, now I see it. Oh, hey, Racing Stars. Now I see all the stuff here. I didn't see a
Hey,
thing.
Racing Stars. Oh, is it because I had it up here?
Yeah, but it still shouldn't freeze it. What good is that going to do? You know what I mean? Like, how am I supposed to see stuff? Oh crap! I must just start doing something. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know why it's doing weird stuff. I'm not.
Danny's not a stripper. It froze because God loves me. Everyone else not so much.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
That's what I
I
thought.
think it froze it there that way the old devil down there could see you and find you. He said you've been hiding like the JT. Thank you, Barbara Warren. I love yours. Your pictures are awesome.
And her singing too.
Huh?
Her singing is
Yeah.
awesome.
It is.
Yes.
It is. Thank you, Racing Stars.
Yes. A lot of people have been saying that, Twin Mama. You should have been showing yourself all along.
Oh, but JT says it's too late now, so.
Well, of course he's going to say that because he is not a very nice person.
Did you see that they had, look, I twist my hair. They had showing that video of me going, fucking, it just kept looping it. And I've got that thing
No, I
there.
didn't. Who was doing that?
JT and him did. They showed it, the video of us on whatever show it was, and Johnny's.
Oh,
And it looked like I was scratching. Of course, bitch ass, what's his name? Eric Murphy. Oh, I'm getting the itches just watching her scratch. Well, fool, I wasn't scratching, you weirdo.
that guy's a dork. He's nothing but a dork.
Like a 12-year-old is what I think,
Eric bitch ass Murphy. That's
Yeah.
that's how we got the name. So yeah.
Making, she's looking in that Jim just kept running that one back and I just kept doing like this. And I thought, stop.
Thought I heard something, but I didn't see it. Maybe I was just listening because I don't remember seeing a video of us on anything. But
Yeah, I guess I moved too fast. I done blurred myself.
yeah.
Do I look worried at you too?
Now you do instantly. For some reason, I think it switched. Didn't just switch. Switches on its own. You said automatically or something, didn't you?
Yeah, it does. Something.
Well, I think the word dork was probably invented for Eric bitch ass Murphy. So
Right.
Since he's not been around probably as much, that's probably why the word has died down. Now that he's around talking again, that's why it's come back up again. So he's a bitch.
Yeah, I think I changed it again.
Oh yeah, you're clear now. Yeah.
I think like a 12-year-old, dork. and he's out of school now, for the summer, so
Who
he'll be
is?
back here all the time. Bitch ass
Oh,
Murphy.
Eric Murphy. He really is a dork, though. I mean, the stuff he says is really like,
Yeah.
what? What?
Mhm.
What are you saying right now? He's like, like nails on a chalkboard. Like that's like what he reminds me of. Because it's just annoying. That's probably it.
Yeah, I can just see him. I envision him as working at the Geek Squad. Probably wears these glasses, and has black, slick, short hair, and one's up here, one's down here, and
Yes.
got a pocket protector.
And he says stupid stuff like to his coworkers, and he thinks he's funny, and he's like, haha, like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. And it's all he does is make fun of people. I mean, that's all he does.
Yeah. I remember one time when he goes, yeah, Betty, somebody said I was Italian. He goes, yeah, probably like 2%. And I was like, mm-mm. I went and got my ancestry results and I posted them. I said, dear Eric bitch ass Murphy, here you go. Because it was like, 100%. I'm like, thank you so much. Why don't you shut up?
Yeah, you should have asked him for his pedigree.
Yeah, no.
Mountain Curve.
Eric Murphy.
Eric bitch ass.
Eric bitch ass Murphy.
Some good water. It's cheap.
Oh. Yes. I know, yes.
Betty's a pure breed, yes. I'm a cur also. I've got I don't know what I got, but
well, I remember Piggly Wiggly. What's that? Piggly Wiggly.
Piggly Wiggly.
Oh,
Talking about Piggly Wiggly. Huh?
Ruben just sent me two pictures of Piggly Wiggly. And I was, because one of them has handwriting over it. It says Piggly Wiggly. And then there's another picture of a Piggly Wiggly. The other one says Piggly Wiggly.
Piggly Wiggly.
I don't know. I know Ruben wants to go to a Piggly Wiggly. So
I don't know why. It's just a dirty little nasty grocery store.
I don't know. I know. I wish he would be. He should be more. He should try to be more excited about going to like a Winn-Dixie. You know what I mean? Because they don't really have them as much anymore. At least they don't have them around here anymore. They used to. There's one, but he should be excited about trying to find one of them. Because that's a dirty grocery store. We used to call it Dirty Dixie.
Dirty Dixie.
Yep.
Winn-Dixie.
Yeah, Dirty Dixie.
Hey, Richard Polly.
Hey, Richard Polly.
Yeah, it's strong too, so yeah, you can tug him.
Making my avatar.
God.
Oh,
Polly.
Yeah, you gotta do that.
The Wiggly Piggly, his aviator.
Aviator. Is there one in Crystal? There is a Winn-Dixie in Crystal River. I don't think there's Piggly Wiggly. No, I'm sure there's not a Piggly Wiggly. There's only like a Publix and I don't think there's really any other grocery stores around anymore. I mean, there used to be all of them like Goodings and Albertsons and Food Lion until they bleached the meat.
Bleached the meat?
They got in trouble for bleaching the meat. And then they were gone. And
what was that for? I mean, was that supposed to
I guess
the meat white?
I think it's something like that. I really don't know now that you mention it. Like, it's kind of odd, but I think it's something to do with that. Yeah, like the meat going bad. It could only be something like that, right?
Right.
Well, what happened was they had bleached the meats because they wanted to extend their selling time. And hello, hello, watcher.
Well, what happened?
What happened was, yeah, Food Lion. That's just a weird name. Kind of feels like a weird name for Food Lion. I don't know.
Food Lion.
I guess it's not, but it had that lion on it. It's just very like aggressive, like a very aggressive. You know what I mean? Like thing. I don't know. 3 Winn-Dixies. There's probably, I don't know. I only know of one here now, but I'm sure there's probably some other ones. But this is Publix. Everybody Publix. I don't know. Publix is where shopping is a pleasure. That's what they say. Anyways, that's what their slogan is.
Last time I was in Publix was in Florida, and I
Mhm.
bought $2 bills with Santa Claus's face on them.
Oh, well, that's cute. Very cute.
I remember that was at a Publix because I was like, "What's that Publix? Is that like a?" I thought it might have been a bar or a club or something.
What? Did you see what Melted Copper said? Michael Jackson entirely like a white lady with a big black dog.
Oh God, melted copper.
I think I don't even know. Hey, Lambrow.
Hey,
Oh,
Limbro.
oh, you do Georgia Peach? Like
Girl, watch it. This is a weave. Can't you see where it's kind of weaved up in there, right in there?
that's her hair. Fib.
A bib? What'd you say?
I said don't fib.
Oh, where's a bib? I don't have my bib. I have to tie the bib on. It won't even go around my neck. It looks good for some weave. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I had them weaving it stuff in there. God, they
Very
look like they pulled a spot out right there. I don't know. Oh, looks that.
I remember in like Massachusetts or Maine or something. I remember there were stop and shops or stop and save or something. I don't know. They were weird to say because it'd be like stop and I don't like stop and shave or something like that. Like me and my grandpa always used to say that.
Stop and shave.
Yeah, it was stop and shop and stop and save. Right,
Cut and shave.
cut and shave. Yeah, it's good. I was like, "This is totally, so funny.
Does he have a
He
baby named Blanket?
he did. Remember, because he like held it over the balcony and it had a blanket around him or something. I don't think it was his birth name, but it was what they called him.
Oh,
I don't know. It was very stupid, I think, but blanket.
they have some grocery store called Cash Saver. Cash Saver. You've got Stop and Shops, Stop and Rob,
Stop and
Shop
shop.
Right, Stop Right There.
Stop and shop. Did I say stop and shop, or was I saying whatever? Anyways, I remember that one too. If I didn't say it,
Hmm.
no, it's like a weird. It was the grocery stores in Milwaukee, or they were like Jewel Osco. I remember that was one of them, like Jewel Osco, whatever the hell that means. And then there was another one that started with an S, but I can't think of it. It was just one word. It didn't have anything to do with groceries or shopping. It was like something. I don't know. I can't think of it. It was really small. It was a teeny tiny, like the aisles were so small. Probably
Oh,
not even
Dollar
there
General.
anymore.
Dollar General.
Yeah.
Dollar Genital.
Yeah. No. Mm-mm.
Hi, Free Side. Did I say that yet? Or did I just think it? Free Side.
Super value, no. But I do. I think I remember something there with that name similar, but no, it was not that. It was like it wasn't a word that had anything to do with saving any money or shopping or anything like that. It was like just a name, like somebody's last name or something. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. But
Williams.
Century. It was Century. That was it. Century. Mm-hmm.
Huh.
See, it was there in my brain somewhere.
We knew you'd
Hey,
pull it
Freeside.
out. Yeah, I don't even know. I know it's too expensive to go grocery shop, and I do know that.
And to have it delivered and tip and everything.
They only got $10 today.
Hmm?
They only got $10 today, and that was more. That was more than the 20 or 10%. So I didn't buy much.
Kmart, yes. I loved Kmart. Did.
I think in the city we have one Kmart left. Something like
I don't
that.
have one. I don't think so anymore. Kmart.
Melted butter.
What?
I guess Buster's calling melted copper melted butter.
There you go.
Hey, it has been hot, has it? Huh? Can't talk? Can't cut your tongue? What is going on, Betty?
I was trying to open this bag of the
Oh,
Starburst thing, so I had it on mute, so because I wouldn't be like
I
snuffling
thought
with the
something
bag.
was wrong. I was fixing to that going on behind Betty's head is this. Is that irritating, annoying yet to anybody?
It looks like a heartbeat or something, maybe. I don't know, like a
Like
pulsing.
somebody's reaching up over there, pointing their finger. There, over there.
Yes. Mm, no
Mucho
candy.
caliente. Uh-oh. Richard Polly's got some candy.
Wait, hold on. Yeah, I don't think Melton Copper ever was trying to be around Jim.
Mm-mm.
No, Jim was just actively like researching him and trying to stalk him, I guess. But I don't think, yeah, it wasn't a mutual thing. It was just, you know,
Yeah.
Jim looking up all his information and trying to be sneaky or smart about it or whatever. And it was just weird, you know. It's just normal Jim. Jim will be Jim.
That's just Jim.
Jim's so funny. Oh, he's so funny. I love the way he stalks me.
I'm
What?
not your twin mama, but she's got a big forehead. Okay.
Oh
Whatever.
yeah, that's right. Because you Jim must have a thing with foreheads. That was funny when you
Yeah.
said that. Yeah, he just has to say something. It doesn't matter. Like it's not even anything. There's nothing there that he's when he says that stuff. It's just whatever. He just says it doesn't matter. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? Like it's not based on anything.
Right. Jim is eggy for melted butter. I
Mhm.
think he says gay.
Oh, well, yeah.
Juvie. The day I went to Juvie Hall, I had stolen a first aid kit that day because I crashed on my bike and took chunks out of my arm. I needed to stop the bleeding. So, in God's all loving humor, he was like, go to jail, don't collect $200. Hey, Jim Coddington coming in, another $3 super sticker. Thank you, Jim. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. So, has anybody seen Rhonda Hauser?
I actually haven't seen her anywhere lately. No. Hope she's okay.
Oh shucks, Richard Polly.
Oh. Richard.
Oh God.
Oh,
Go to jail.
don't collect. Oh.
I hear them boys in there. Shut up. That's a lie. No, you're a lie. Can you hear them?
Mm-mm. No. But now that I just read that what Watcher said, I saw Rhonda Hauser in some random live like a week ago. I was just looking like through the ones where you pull up the thing and it goes to the next live, and she was just
Mhm.
I think she had already been in there or like maybe a few minutes before. I don't know, but I didn't say anything because I didn't even know the person or
Right.
anything. But I
Oh, it
did hear it, and I'm like, that's weird. Like it was just some random thing. I thought that was cool, but forgot about it.
I worry about her Ruben like that, her family and her kids and stuff.
Yeah, yeah, me too. I can text her. I do have her number.
Yeah, I got it. I was just curious if I missed something.
Yeah. No. Um,
Yeah, they want to switch too. Some got stolen from a truck.
what?
Oh, Richard Polly says they want to switch too. Some got stolen from a truck.
What is he talking about? Hey, Stumpy.
I don't know if he's talking about the Switch games or what, or like picking a switch off the tree, or
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. I was thinking that too. Maybe she was watching a case like a lot of people were recently watching
yeah,
that one
you see
that
that
one lady.
Karen Reed.
Hmm.
Yeah, did you see that verdict?
I didn't even know anything about it, but I just recently like learned what it was about, and I saw that. Yeah, I saw it. I mean, I guess I don't know any of the details about it, but I by what everyone was saying, it seemed like she was falsely
Yeah,
everything until yesterday.
yep. I was watching it on Annie Elise. She was actually showing a live. That's the first live I've ever caught from her ever.
Yeah,
Um,
I never have either.
yeah, she was showing the verdict and waiting for him to come out of the courthouse and stuff. So I watched it there.
So what happened? Did she actually like something? I mean, what happened? Like, I don't know any. I knew. I didn't even know there was somebody. I didn't even know who it was that she was accused of unaliving until 2 days ago.
I don't know if it was her husband or fiance or something.
Hmm.
But yeah, she was accused of backing into him or something. I don't know. I just caught bits and pieces too because I hadn't really kept up with it. I know right there at the first I did.
Was
And
it an accident or something? And something happened.
no,
Was it?
she apparently didn't
Well, why would
unalive
her?
him. Yeah, her
Well,
cop boyfriend. Okay,
why'd
and it
she
was
get
like
probation or whatever if she didn't? You know what I mean? Like, what was the? Why'd she get put on probation for?
she's not on probation.
I thought I heard they said something about probation.
Ah, well, I don't know unless she got that for her DUI because that was the only thing she did get charged
Oh, maybe that's
on
what it was. Then.
a DUI because she was
So who?
driving.
So who ran the guy? What happened to the guy then?
They don't know. I mean, they don't know who unalived him. Somebody did, but I guess all his cop buddies were trying to say that she did it.
That's crazy. I did not know anything about it. I heard the name all over the place. You know what I mean? But just never knew what it was they were talking about.
Hmm.
Interesting.
So she had probation for DUI. Okay, I figured that was the only thing that could have been, but
Hmm.
yeah, I don't think she did it either, Danielle. But yeah, I mean, there was no evidence, there was no proof of nothing.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's scary too. You know, they can just make something be
And that would
something.
be scary to somebody trying to frame you, getting set up by the boys in blue,
Yeah.
golly, because I mean, what's the chances that somebody's going to believe you over them? That was what I was really shocked, that they actually believed her over, the police.
Well, that's
Oh,
good stuff.
Stumpy, how are you, Stumpy?
That's very nice of you, Stumpy, that you were going to ask her if she wanted.
Yeah,
Thoughtful.
toothbrush.
Very thoughtful of you.
I don't know where Snooks is at. I talked to her earlier. She said she was coming.
Oh, did she?
What did it Marks in the Snow show?
Jeremy DeWitt. Jeremy DeWitt used to live in my parents' neighborhood. That's funny. Like whenever they show all them videos with him, like riding around and doing all this crazy stuff, like it's all right where I live or right where I grew up or whatever. He's the one that ended up going. He went to prison, but like one of the charges were for felony wiretapping because he had like recorded phone calls that he wasn't supposed to record and played them on YouTube. Does that sound familiar to anyone? Yeah, I mean he was doing other stuff too, but so are other people. But yeah,
So was Karen Reed? Did they keep her in jail this whole time,
I don't
waiting for
know.
her court or
That's
anything?
what I was going to ask.
Did they?
What? I was going to ask that too, because if so, that's really messed up. But I guess if she was found guilty before, right? Or I don't know. Someone said I should have, I don't know.
Yeah, she was found guilty one time, and it was a hung jury the next time, or
Oh,
something.
if it
And
was a
then
hung jury, I don't know. Ruben said she believes that he's on Dr. Phil, and I said, yeah, yeah.
yeah,
He's like, oh,
hey,
fuck
Doctor.
boy. Jeremy DeWitt, like he'll be yelling at all these people, and he'll be like, stand down, and they're like, are you a cop? And he's like, mind your own business. Fuck boy.
Oh God.
But he's not. He's not a cop. He just was a funeral escort. Just he was going to be a cop. He was going to school to be one, but then he stole some gas.
Mom, are you gonna come back?
And then couldn't be a cop. Told him he had like his cop credit card, like he didn't have it on him, so he just couldn't pay he'd be back or whatever, and that's what got him screwed up, so he couldn't end up, trying to be a cop. But yeah, one thing though, it was hilarious. I don't know if anyone else saw this, but he was following his brother, and his brother, they were both on motorcycles, and his brother got hit by a cab, and he hurt himself, not super bad, but I mean he got knocked onto the ground and was laying on the ground. So anyways, he like tells his brother, he's like, oh, I'm gonna pretend like it was me that got hit. He's like, get out of here, because he was trying to do insurance fraud, which he did that too, but he also didn't have, his insurance didn't cover any of his employees, so his brother's all like, huh? Like he doesn't know what's going on, because I think he had a concussion, and he's like, get out of here. And then like the ambulance comes and stuff, and they're all like, so what happened? And they're asking Jeremy DeWitt. He's trying to pretend like it was him, and he's like, oh, I fell here. And they're like, you don't have a scratch on you. He's like, oh, I rolled with the motorcycle or whatever. And they're like, okay, but it was all on his body cam footage that became evidence, or they took, because he got all stuff like seized or whatever, however you put it, and so they had all of that. So then they just started charging him with everything.
Oh damn.
Yeah, and everything was on it, like fights with his girlfriend, and he was married, so that was on there, and like it was hilarious. It was hilarious, but it was a mess, and it was, I don't even know where he took his girlfriend's like, she's like, I need money to get a hotel, and he's like, I can't help you, and she's like, well, he goes, and obviously you can't come to my house with my wife, and she goes, but why not? It was
Oh God.
like, it was a mess, like the whole thing, and like she kept turning him in. Like the girlfriend kept turning him. She's the one that kept getting him screwed up with stuff. Like she was like real crazy and everything. So I don't know whatever happened with that. I stopped paying attention to it, but I'm sure something is. Jeremy DeWitt. Yep.
Jeremy DeWitt. I knew I've heard you saying that name many times.
Yeah. Yeah, because he's from right here. He's a hometown hero. I'm just kidding. No, the guy's like, I don't know what what the thing is with him is, like, he has he had a successful business and doing all that stuff that he was doing. Like he had all these employees and all these vehicles and all this like stuff, and then but he just kept doing stupid things with it. Like they had him, he was in trouble for being from impersonating a police officer, but he wasn't doing it in the way that it sounds. He wasn't like pulling over chicks and being like, hey, you got to show me your boobs or something. He was just being like weird, like he was trying to abuse power that he didn't have. And it's like, I don't know, like if he just did it the right way, he could have been fine, but he couldn't just leave it alone. He acts like an asshole, and here we are.
Jeez. Wow.
I know, Toy Mama. I know you don't know what I'm talking about.
Sure do. I was listening.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go in here and rescue these boys or round them up or something here in a minute.
Okay. Well, I don't think I can hear. I haven't been able to hear anything. I don't know if the noise cancellation or whatever, because I really don't hear anything.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. I think just then I heard something, but other than that, I haven't heard much.
Well, they're coming closer.
Well,
They are coming closer.
I heard that.
They've never caught that guy that from
I haven't.
Washington or whatever, Seattle. Have they, Roy? I haven't seen anything.
Are you
No,
talking
I
about Jeremy DeWitt?
need to catch.
Hi, Corbin. Are you talking about Jeremy DeWitt? Is that what you're talking about? Yeah, I know who. I mean, I haven't never seen him in person, but I know all the places that he's at when they show all the footage is like right here. He used to live like a few blocks over from where my parents live. So,
Yeah, that's who she was just talking about.
mm-hmm. Yes,
Y'all boys get into bed.
because he got in trouble for felony wiretapping. That was one of his prison, like what he went to prison for. It was one of his charges, and I always bring that up because he was, recording phone calls illegally and playing them on YouTube, which is just, sounds familiar a little bit.
Hmm.
But yeah. Good old Jeremy DeWitt.
Good old Jeremy. 10:19 Oklahoma time. Yes, it is, Richard Piley. The night is young.
Oh, just today? You just discovered him today, Melted Copper? Oh. So did you see his stuff about his girlfriend? Like, well, his girlfriend, Jennifer Burton, I think her name is. I mean, I don't know if she's still his girlfriend, but she was at one point, and she was always pretending that she was pregnant, and she wasn't, and she was, and then something happened, and then, I don't know, it's just some crazy stuff. Just a mess. Mess of people. But I think his wife knew about his girlfriend, which was even odder. Like more odd. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Melted Copper, that's what I'm saying. There's a lot of similarities there. I mean, I like Jeremy DeWitt a lot more, but there's a lot of similarities. Yes. Well, Jeremy DeWitt didn't unalive anybody, so it doesn't count. And I didn't really know. I don't know him. Thank you so much.
I remember you talking about him before. Did you show us pictures or something before? Or maybe I did look him up.
No, I don't think so. I think I showed something to do with him in a video about Repo because Repo had looked him up using his credentials that he wasn't supposed to use, and I put that in a video because I'm like, really? I'm like, well, why was he looking up Jeremy
No,
DeWitt?
yeah, why would he be looking him up?
Because he brought him up at one point, or somehow the conversation came up, and he's like, "Oh, here you go. Here's some information on Jeremy DeWitt. Here's all his vehicles and their VIN numbers and the previous owners and their addresses and everything else under the sun that I didn't want." He like to brag about stuff like that. Like, look what I can find. Look what I can do.
Jeez.
I don't know.
I never really knew him. I mean,
Repo, yeah. Well, there's nothing. He's just somebody who likes to act like they have everything. Look at my refrigerator. You know what I mean? Like stuff like that.
yeah, I did see. Yeah, I did see that.
Yeah,
Gotta get in the bed.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I put them in bed earlier, and told them they got to stay in there because they can't be quiet.
Well, it seems like they possibly didn't listen to you. I'm not sure, but
They don't listen to me. Guys, get in the bed.
Yep.
He's gonna trick you.
Yes, he was going to trick me.
Get in the bed.
Who's a good-looking hose?
Where's a good-looking hoe?
I
Huh?
don't know. Hey, Ruben and Danielle were talking about something. I missed the beginning part, I think.
Oh, they were
Yeah.
because he was asked how long was she, or how long or whatever had she been out on bond.
Oh,
Aaron Reed back there a while ago.
that's funny. Good stuff. Oh, no.
Ruben, come up here and save us for a minute while I go.
Yeah, Ruben, come on if you want.
Try to talk children into going back to bed.
I saw Johnny's show got taken down the other day, and everyone was so flabbergasted as to why that would happen, even though they were doing a bunch of stuff that you're not supposed to do.
Oh yeah, right.
Like, how dare they? How dare this happen? Well, maybe because of all the stuff you guys were doing. I don't know. I mean, that's bound to be a problem.
It was all public notice. It's all public notifications. It was all just the weird shit he was saying. I'm like,
Public
oh,
notification.
yeah.
Ruben. It was how rude.
Anybody feel like coming up tonight? Watch your crazy. You got a joke or two?
I would, but I am just as. Oh, that's interesting. And
Would that be Shark Hitler? Oh.
Oh my gosh. Oh my god. I'm addicted to making trailers about that guy for no reason, no good reason, just to send to like you and Ruben and Danielle. Because I'm not posting them because I was be like, what? Like,
Are you
I mean, his life could be a movie if I,
Yeah.
I am 40, so I'm gonna be maybe in a little bit. What are you doing, Watcher? Not doing anything more important than coming up here. I mean, my goodness. Link, I guess.
I guess.
With all the mad emojis. You're well, okay. That's understand.
Mom, can you watch TV?
Can you
Watcher send her a linky link? Okay, so now Watcher would like one too. Look at it's gonna be a party. There's gonna be a party up in here.
Let's see what.
Mom was trying.
Y'all quit choking each other.
No, he's showing me. He wanted to. He wanted to.
Y'all both lying to me.
Someone's here. Let's see here. Oh, look, Watcher's here. At your stage. Hey, Watcher.
Knock.
Hello.
Hello.
Come in.
Hey.
Hello, Miss blonde hair and sassy frassy. Good to see you.
Good.
And Miss Betty Hayward, the corn star. Good to see you too.
Good to see you.
I'm Miss Sanctimonious. Just call me the flying nun.
Oh God.
Good to see you.
Oh my goodness. No.
How are you all doing, ladies?
Good. How about you?
Oh,
I have no complaints. I'm on this side of the dirt.
Is that the man?
That is good.
Shanky Shankerson's trying to sneak up in the back.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even hear the thing go off. Sorry.
What's up? What's up to my
Sorry.
Betty? What's up, Watcher?
What's
Hey,
going
Ruben.
on?
Okay, I'm gonna go
What's
and
going on?
line them
Okay.
out. Right
Okay. All right, we'll be here. Or
What do
I'll
I
be
do?
here anyways.
We ain't going nowhere. No Diddy.
No doubt.
Y'all, it's like really starting to pop off. So they got Diddy. Kanye West done been brought up and they were trying to keep his name out of it. So then he shows up in court the next day, right? Did y'all see that Tyler Perry's done being sued for $260 million for trying to get the
Yup.
let him clap? And then and now Fat Joe is being sued.
No.
Yeah, there's a lawsuit coming out about Fat Joe. And yep, sure is. Oh, I'm telling you, y'all, it's getting very interesting. Very
Big
interesting.
pun, Fat Joe. Big pun, Fat Joe.
Yeah,
Oh my goodness.
sure is.
Not good.
Yep. So I have a feeling this is going to be a whole lot more because one of Diddy's attorneys is trying to put this, like pretty much the whole conspiracy part of the Diddy thing off on TriStar, which is like a management company. Well, TriStar is also connected to Britney Spears. Oh, and the CEO of Rock Nation, which is Jay-Z's company, is being sued by her daughter for trying to have her committed into a 5150 into a mental institution. It's going down.
Crazy.
That
Fucking
sounds nuts.
Did the Beebs fucking testify? I think I
No,
could. No,
no,
Okay.
but he's spinning out of control right now.
right?
He
Fucking,
is
I
spinning.
almost feel sorry for him, but then I'm like, I don't know if I do, if I don't know if I don't. You know what I'm saying?
You know, I will say that I've been watching a lot of stuff with you people that kind of have disappeared, and going back and rewatching like old interviews from way back in the day. And I will say that something definitely happened, and there is a culture of passing people around in the industry. And
Yeah.
after seeing the video with him and what's his name? Odell, what's his name? Odell Beckham, is that his name? In the club where Biebs was like, "Hey, Melted Copper, you sexy foot motherfucker."
Trying to figure out who that was.
Hello, Mel.
Boy,
Hi, everyone. Hi.
Hello.
Howdy.
Hi.
hello,
Not to
hello.
talk.
Damn, check out that hairdo.
You're not
Well,
Right.
sweating.
Well, I heard that all the Republicans were Nazis, and I thought, well, I'm going to try to fix this.
Well, probably not the best day to pick that outfit on.
Yeah, somewhere, I did get some. Originally, I just did this, and I thought I'll make faces at people on YouTube, and then I'll get rid of this thing. But somewhere, I thought it'd be funny, so I started going to the gas station and supermarket like this just to see what kind of looks I would get. Fortunately, I got looks, but no one said anything. No one said, "Sir, is there a reason you're shopping at the Walmart dressed as Hitler today?"
Well,
Well, you almost look like Gallagher if your hair was a little.
Oh,
Oh yeah, I always thought because I see my hair's longer. I'm like '80s Hitler. I have like a Hitler mullet.
And then
That's
you
what it
can
looks like when you
almost
escape
change
to
yourself
Argentina.
into Charlie Chapman as well.
yeah.
Yes, I thought I had a derby because I had a list of people with this stupid mustache. So because I didn't want to just do Hitler, so I was going to do Charlie, but I didn't have the derby, and then I was going to try to see if I could do like a crew cut and talk about hating Spider-Man. But a lot of these things I wasn't going to do on your show because I don't know if you guys are on to some of the weird shit that I go into. I have problems, guys. I'm working
Hey,
on
look,
it.
you held your foot up and smoked a cigarette with your toes on my show. I love you.
Oh,
You really-
I can do that. Hitler, too. Hitler smoking with the. Oh wait, so I got
Yeah,
that.
see what I'm talking about?
You see, Melted Copper actually has talent. You know what I'm saying? He actually has talent, unlike fucking Sparkles and shit. You know what
Actually, now I'm looking at it, it does look like I'm Hitler in like a gray Civil War outfit. I'm confused on what era I want to be in.
Yeah.
Man, listen, where the South will rise again. Man, I was don't ask me how I went from looking like Abraham Lincoln to now the reverse of Abraham Lincoln.
You look like General
At first,
Custer.
I was saying he didn't look sweaty enough, but now I'm seeing the drips on the jacket, and he looks a little methed out.
Oh, yeah, well, I put water in my hair because my hair is like Goku hair. It just
Yeah, I know.
doesn't.
You're not
But
rich.
I'm going for the Hitler look, because Hitler was claimed to have been on methamphetamines.
Yes.
Oh, right. Yeah. Actually, the Nazis did. They invented methamphetamines, the Volkswagen Beetle. They helped us get to the moon, sort of. And they were the first ones to say that smoking causes cancer.
Go
Wow.
figure.
I mean, I'm not saying that they were good people because they were still murdering people, but, sometimes a scumbag can invent good things despite their bad actions.
Tally ho.
Good night, Richard Polly.
I wouldn't say that he invented thing. I would say Germans did.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I'm not saying Hitler personally did anything. He was just the guy in charge. So, yeah,
I
I'm
heard
not
that he
saying that
also
guy was.
heard that he liked to masturbate a lot.
Well, that's called just a guy, okay? Any guy who says he doesn't is called a dirty liar. Even married men sometimes are like, you know what? I can just do this business without having to do all this bullshit. Every guy does. They're liars if they tell you they don't.
I mean, excessively.
Well,
Like
hey,
he
man,
did.
if you don't love yourself,
Sometimes.
that's a you issue. That's not a me issue. I mean, hey, that guy ruled a whole country. He obviously was feeling pretty good. I mean, if I was the ruler of a country, yeah, I'd be spanking it all the time. I mean, you don't get higher in life than being the controller of the country. So if there's one person who deserves to be masturbating at all hours, it's the dictator. Why be a dictator if not dictating you dictate?
Melted.
There you go.
Wet?
Hmm?
Is that why you're all wet?
That's why I see.
Yeah. He broke a sweat dictating.
He was dictating. You got a little bit sweaty there.
Right. Well, you know what it is? My hair actually has 2 spirals in the back. And I thought it was going to make me bald early, but I guess I was wrong there. But it causes my hair to do this lightning effect. But
Roy
I'm
told
not
I
used
saw it in a
to
documentary.
Good question, Roy.
It was in a documentary. that I watched.
Right. Okay. Yep. She said in the documentary.
Documentary, yeah.
Yeah.
I never heard that. So
I did hear that. Yeah.
oh, you did?
Yeah. Yeah. He was
It's-
pretty
and-
weird.
Yeah, that there was so it showed a picture of him and he was sitting in like a coliseum or something. I don't know what they were, some type of sport or something they were watching. And he had his hand in his pants. And you could see, like, you couldn't see his actual
It's Willy Whacker?
magic stick, but he was,
Yeah.
I don't know, it's like the 10 weirdest things you need to know about Hitler or some shit. I don't remember.
Oh man, this is still about dictators, but you know what's funny is Saddam Hussein had a whole bunch of lookalikes. I see footage of like Saddam Hussein and his clones all on a boat, and I always wondered, like, I would like a TV show called Where Are They Now, and it's the Saddam Hussein lookalike being like, well, I'm not doing it. My old shot didn't work out.
They're all in dresses with long hair now. And their name
can you imagine how much that job had to go from being the greatest job on earth to, oh shit, this job is not good anymore. You know, like you're sitting there hanging out with the boss, you're basically the boss, and then next thing you know, the boss is hunted down and killed, and you're like, this isn't good for all of us.
Hey, Vision Light.
Hey, Vision Light.
Yeah, I thought the drips were from the syphilis also.
That are like 10 of them, lookalikes got unalived.
Do
Really?
what?
There's that.
10 of them Saddam Hussein lookalikes got unalived.
Hell, the other day I seen a thing that says that Trump has the damn catheter that he tries to hide that runs down his right leg.
See, I feel like these Trump rumors, if they were real, considering how much the Democrats hate that man, that shit would already be out. That's like when the Elon Musk thing, and someone's like, oh, Elon Musk said he's on the Epstein files. This is like saying that Biden was in charge for 4 years, right? But instead of getting him for sex trafficking and something horrible, they're like, let's get him for mundane paperwork instead. And it feels like if any of these things were true, they would leap on it. Because why would you be like, oh, we could get him for the sex trafficking thing, which would definitely nail a casket to him, but let's just do the paperwork story. That'll work, right?
Well, I'll tell you, it's amazing what our government will cover up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude. That's like the Biden thing. Because I see myself as being independent. So when I talk left and right, when I talk about the Democrats, they should be ashamed of themselves and to us for even like Biden. I thought was going to die the first time he was elected. The first time I assumed I was like, "This, how did he win?" And I felt it wasn't like I liked Trump, but the guy wasn't very good. Okay, so I assumed people voted with the assumption that Biden was going to die then. So when he made it to the second lap and said he's running again, I was like, "Is this guy fucking real?" I assumed he'd be dead already.
No, he
And
wasn't.
he's not
That's
looking
the
any
thing.
better from the last time. I thought he was going to die.
I don't even think
Sorry.
it was him the first time.
Dude, it's bad because now that I'm on the internet and I can talk to people across the planet, I can watch other news channels across the globe making fun of our president. And that's also a little bit sad. Like, you're just like, wow, this is supposed to be our president. Listen to these people talk about our leader.
Mhm.
What if they're bad?
Yep.
You
So,
know, you can,
let
you
me
know,
ask-
and you can do. And the good thing with Trump, like you can hate him, but you can look past Trump. I feel like you can look at Tulsi Gabbard, Vance, Vivek. He's got a lot of younger characters behind him that look potentially like candidates. But a lot of the other side, they're so old. You're like, why aren't you guys investing anything to new blood? Why aren't you guys talking about yourselves more than your enemy? Like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Like when you're done
I
talking, and the
agree.
only thing I know is everything about your enemy, and I know nothing about you, you've achieved nothing.
Well, and the other issue is that we can call them president all day long, but I don't actually think that they have near the power that we've been led to believe that they do.
Yeah.
I think there are even higher powers that be that dictate exactly the way things are going to go.
I felt like that when Barack Hussein Obama got elected, mostly just because his middle name was Hussein. And, I had some family members that died in the Gulf War, and I found that kind of impressive that they didn't exploit that during the election. I'm like, that's kind of crazy. Consider how many Americans died, and no one used that as an arc against him, like just a marketing. But I feel like he was a logical choice. He's a darker guy who could kind of help smooth things with the Middle East. At least that was, I see the original idea was that.
Yeah. Yep. It's definitely going to get interesting. Hey, Snooks.
Hey, Snooks.
So, on to some debauchery. Like, anybody want to have like 12 cases of baby oil poured on them?
Oh,
almost
man, it did.
We can white party it. Everybody go buy a bottle of baby oil.
Why do you need a
And I don't know
thousand? It's 1,000 bottles of fucking baby oil or lube or whatever the fuck it was.
Well, it was a combined total with the baby oil and the Astroglide of 1,011 bottles or something like that.
God, in the one house, right?
No, it was
Oh,
two
it was all
separate.
together.
Yeah,
Okay.
all together.
All right. Still, that's fucking like, God dang, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, what is he trying to make us slide? You know what I mean? All you need is water to make it slide, bro.
Right, or just hock to it.
Hey, well, apparently after like 4 days, there ain't no more hawking to it.
Right. Oh, dude, and that Diddy thing, I don't know if you guys watched the Boondocks or Cartoon Network in the early 2000s, but they pointed out how many gay hip hop people were back then. So it wasn't no secret that a bunch of them were flaming homos. Like,
I actually agree. I mean, it's been pretty open. Look at the pooch. That's a big ass dog.
Yeah. And she's climbing up here. Ah!
What's up, next?
She's trying to show your boob bitch.
Yeah.
Show the boobs.
Look at her. She's all groomed and pretty.
She's
and
like,
stuff.
hit the cash out.
Yeah.
Wendy Williams, dude, you guys see that? Like the Wendy Williams lady, she went from being like a normal lady to like a stroke victim overnight.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wendy Williams.
Wendy Williams, she was like a morning talk show host, kind of like The View, except it was just a lady.
Yeah.
Oh, that's because they're
Immortality.
medicating her
I'll do
ass.
that.
Mr. Whip. And they say that she's an alcoholic.
All right, get down. I got dogs and kids and
It's a weird thing to always pick the same thing forever. I feel like a person should be 70 and have many choices in their life than to repeat the same thing.
hello,
But
George,
that's
Martha.
Variety is the spice of life.
Hey, George.
Hello, George.
I was a Ross Perot fan. I wasn't old enough to vote in '92, but I even sensed like a third candidate was a good idea when I was a baby.
I don't think it is.
That's kind of like a waste. Of,
Yeah, it
batteries.
is.
Yeah.
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 Well, I mean,
I guess
Sharks
another
are
reason I
also.
hate the Democrats is I like to say that RFK Jr. was running as an independent, and even though he was a joke and was going to lose, the Democrats still locked him in lawfare too, because why fucking stand on your own feet if you can lawfare people into trying to muscle a candidate that shouldn't even be there, that skipped a primary, and then tell everyone you're there for democracy when you're directly not democratic at all? I mean, we all have phones. Quit playing.
You're so bourgeois.
Yeah.
Sorry, I had a toothache. I might come off as a little grumpy today. I had a bad day yesterday, but
Well,
after
you
wine
gotta
death,
go get
that's a little
some
lethal. Oh yeah, I love Ross Perot, man. I'm all ears. Listen, I got here. I got every. You can take the channel, but I'm already there. Listen, I got a couple charts here. I got a pie chart here. Now look, right. Oh yeah, I remember. That guy was great.
Have you done
He was
any
so
more
tiny.
cartoons?
No, I've been slick. Plus, it got warm out. I started doing this gardening stuff. So once it's hot, I can't sit at the desk and draw.
What are you
It's too nice
growing,
out.
weed?
No, actually, I'm growing sunflowers and tomatoes, a lot of bell peppers, grapes, strawberries, raspberries.
Weed.
Wow.
I think
Man.
peppermint.
Can you do some cantaloupe?
You're growing a lot of stuff. Like why all of a sudden are you growing all this stuff?
Well, I mean, ever since I bought a house, if I'm paying for fucking land, I'm going to use every inch of it and enjoy it. It's coming out of my pocket.
Very true.
I feel like I'd be dumb if I wasn't. Plus,
Right.
my mom was gardening. I used to garden because I eat garbage because I'm a dirty heathen that doesn't take healthy decisions. So I would grow stuff and I would bring over the tomatoes and stuff to like my mama. My mom would like it, and I'm a
Right.
good son. And now that my mom passed, I do the same thing, except I take them to my sisters.
Okay.
And she's got kids. She's doing life right. So at least I can do in my sadness and all my wacky costumes and failures, do something nice for the one doing it right.
There you go.
Well, and you also get better produce that way because what they give you in the damn grocery store.
Oh shit.
Mhm. That's true.
Well, I was a little proactive this year. Actually, I drove to her house and was like, I'm planting stuff here instead. And so I already started doing shit over there too. So
That's great.
oh yeah, because I went over there and she had a spot that she calls her garden, but I guess I didn't agree with it. So I started putting like watermelons and like because she's got like a decent amount of like farmland. So I started hiding like peppers and like weird shit and next to flowers and stuff, so that her kids will have stuff to find all year round.
Oh, that's cool.
And so Emily will look and go, why in the fuck is there a pepper next to my tulips? And that's me.
Oh, that's cool.
I think I managed to get. That's it. That's
You
all I got.
managed to get what?
I planted 2 pepper plants, banana peppers and a bell peppers, and they're I mean they're loaded.
That's cool. Yeah.
Right on.
Oh, I think I got butternut squash because one time I dated this chick and she made a butternut squash with like a ginger and like a marshmallow. It tastes like pumpkin pie. And for some reason I had a neuron burst. And even though I hate that bitch, I was like, that did taste good. I'm not going to hate the recipe. I'm buying it. We might try it if it grows.
Mhm.
Yeah, butternut
I don't know.
squash is
Steal an
good.
idea from people that hate.
Yeah. That's cool.
There's actually a lot of people from the YouTube, I think, that grow a lot of their own vegetables and fruits and stuff like that.
Yeah, there is.
Or plants.
There
Yeah.
is.
Well, I'd be nice to my mom. I'm also lazy. If I have a garden, I don't have to mow it. So if I could just plant stuff there, it means I won't have to mow it. So that's why I plotted out parts of the yard where I was like, all right, the mints will take this over, but the city won't tell me I need to mow it, so it'll look aesthetically good. So it works out for me.
There you go.
There you go.
Multitasking.
That works. That's
I'll make a
especially
bigger
with
garden next
sunflowers.
year. I didn't make
My yard isn't big, but with the sunflowers, because they get like 15 feet tall, it's like having a whole bunch of like a big flower tree farm. It's nice, especially all the gold birds that come in there. I'm sorry, before you get to my plant talk, I should get back to Goofy or me. I'm sorry.
No, I didn't think it was boring.
Shush your butthole. No, I'm just playing.
Just
playing.
I planted 52 tomato plants one year. I got nuts. One knot. One knot. Yeah. It's
Thanks, but no
Well,
thanks.
my mom and my nephew can just eat tomatoes like apples. I cannot do that.
I can
Tomatoes
too.
to me are just nasty in their normal form. As ketchup in pizza, awesome. Tomato in its normal form, get that the fuck away from me.
I like,
Yeah, I
I
don't
like
do
tomato sandwiches.
You like tomato sandwich? Like just tomato? That's it?
mayonnaise and tomato.
Yeah,
Man.
man. Oh, yeah.
What kind of vegetarian nonsense are you whispering, lady?
I just like it. I'm not vegetarian or nothing, but I like it.
Yeah. Betty eats meat.
Right. Life feeds on life.
I like tomato sandwiches, okay?
I like
Y'all are
tomatoes like with some chili sauce on it. That's pretty good.
Well, I'm not as picky. I used to be like really bad. Like when I was a kid, I'd like pull stuff out. But now that I'm a grown adult and I've poisoned myself so many different times, I sort of accept the fact that I put worse things in my body intentionally. That a tomato will just be fine. Just leave it.
See,
No
there
big
you
deal.
go.
Manor sandwiches are delicious. Georgia Peach.
Magically delicious.
Yes, to me, salt shaker. My mom said I used to sit out there in the garden and pick tomatoes and sit there and eat them straight out the garden.
Yeah.
And that's what I still would.
No, thank you.
No, you don't like tomatoes?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. They remind me of brains.
Brain.
I had a nightmare when I was a kid that I was sitting at the passenger side door in our truck and we made a turn and I fell out and my head hit the asphalt and when it busted open it looked like a tomato.
Oh,
And so
that's
I've
terrible.
never been able to eat tomatoes since then.
That's terrible. That's a terrible dream.
So,
Right.
This isn't
You
fucked up
have
as your
seen a
story.
brain,
Um,
though.
huh?
You've seen a real brain, though, right?
Oh, yeah.
It doesn't look like.
Yeah, but I still
when I watched Lost Boys, the vampire film from the 80s, I refused to eat fucking rice after that maggot scene where he's like, maggots,
Yeah.
Michael, I eat maggots.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I was like, fuck no, get this Asian potato away from me.
Yeah, that's maggots are disgusting.
now Georgia Peach has been doing a lot of canning. She's got the food, y'all. That's where we got to go.
Yeah.
The world
Well,
comes to me and we go there. We eat.
Yeah.
yeah,
For
no
real.
tomatoes. Just say no.
I love tomatoes. I really do. I used to do that myself.
Yeah, BLTs. There you go. See? Don't you don't eat any BLTs?
Ooh, I
No,
love
I'll
it.
I'll eat a
The bees.
BL.
Oh, man,
Oh,
didn't
yeah.
you know that kid went to the play in the Addams Family movie?
Mhm.
A what?
This Danielle said something in comments about this autistic kid, I guess, that feared blood in a play. And in the movie The Addams Family, there's the scene where the guy gets his arm cut off and there's just hordes of fake blood. And I was like, oh man, that'd be terrifying if that kid was in that audience.
Great.
Uh-huh. Watermelon jelly.
Jelly.
Ooh,
What?
Tried that.
that
sounds
sounds
fucking
yummy.
good. Damn.
Avocados? Oh wow, that's a good idea. Never had that.
You know, where I stay in California, it'd be hard pressed to grow some avocados where I stay, right? But you go like 30 minutes away, and these motherfucker grows them motherfucker all day long.
Really? Oh, I'd love to have an avocado tree.
It's crazy.
Oh, dude, it's like crazy. I didn't know, like, because I live in Illinois and we're farmland, but like, you hear, they're like immigrants pick crops. So, where I live, a compactor does that. I'm like, well, there's not a horde of people up in the fields in Illinois. But when I was in California, is when I got to see a strawberry field, and I was like, this is why these strawberries are big and lush. They have forever to get big and warm in California. That's why mine are fucking jokes. Like, feel fucking lied to. Home Depot showing me these lush things that I can't grow. Why are you doing this to me? Because that's why I got to see all the people with little hats and they're all like picking things. It looked really quaint and pleasant. I thought that looks fun. But I guess for $5 an hour, they're probably miserable. But to me, it looked happy.
No.
That's what I said, baby. No.
I tell you what, going up north, they used to have a bunch of orange fields and stuff like that, and they're not there no more. Going towards like,
I was traveling through. I think we're going to Detroit for some reason, but in Michigan they had an apple orchard. Those when they're blooming, those look beautiful. You're like, damn, look at all the beautiful flowers.
I'd be like, give me some fruit.
Right.
Then when they're laying on the ground rotten, flies all around, bees.
Well, you need to have
way up.
Yeah, Tamala, you were really loud just then.
Was I really?
Yeah.
a peach tree.
It compared to everybody else. Like everyone else was like, and then you were really loud. But then again, I did turn it up when everyone else came up because I couldn't hear them as well. So
You
maybe it's
turned me
everybody
up?
else.
You turned me up?
Yeah, I turned it up because you weren't there. Everyone else was here, and I was like, "Oh, I can't hear everybody." But now you're like blaring loud, so I think, yeah, everyone else is either super quiet or you're just really loud.
She was yelling up in that motherfucker. She was
I
like,
know she's like, "My tomato plants" or whatever.
What?
Like,
What had happened was,
right?
sometimes you feel like a nut.
Is that better?
sometimes you don't.
Cider and donuts.
Oh, man, just got
Oh,
nuts.
now y'all can't hear me.
Now stone.
I can hear you. I hear you now.
Holy shit.
Oh my God, that was loud.
Now she's quiet.
Huh.
Now she sounded super quiet just then.
You can let the birds eat some of them. Raisin
Let me
bird number
tell you
2.
about the birds and the bees and the flowers.
Anybody live in any cornfields?
Huh?
Cornfields with Malachi and shit.
And I
Nope.
Right, corn or beans seems to be whatever the only thing Illinois makes.
oh, oh.
What was it after the Dust Bowl when they learned alternating crops was a wise idea?
Right?
Raw mixed
I don't.
meats.
Jalapeno jelly. What?
That's interesting.
Cactus jelly isn't
Some of
too
you
bad.
guys who like hot stuff. I'm sorry. In my world, some peppers are a weapon and not food. I don't know what you guys hate yourselves for that you'd eat some of these things, but no, it's the pepper spray because it's a fucking horrible weapon. It's not food.
Pepper spray. She said pepper jelly, homie, pepper jelly.
Oh man, did you guys see the Facebook Titanic photos? Did you guys see footage of people who got fucking annihilated with rubber bullets? Like, I guess one guy's losing a testicle, another guy got shot in the eye.
I wish I'd have seen that. No, I didn't see that.
Right? I mean, some of these people, they just get this glazed look because the TV tells them crazy shit, and then they start attacking armed civilian people. The army didn't send themselves out there. Those are members of our families sent over there to keep order. Okay, that's not a foreign army. Those are sisters and cousins of Americans that they're throwing rocks at. Okay, so like when you're out there yelling about not wanting to go away and you're attacking our family members who are there to keep order, yeah, you're not winning people to vote on your side of the fence. Okay, if anything, you're supporting why the idea of you being removed is there. Okay, you're not winning fans by burning things or being a savage, ever.
That's right. Tell them.
No one is stuck in traffic and goes, "Oh, I'm blocked. I guess I'll agree with the person holding me hostage now."
Only if they have Stockholm syndrome.
I was gonna say, yeah, Stockholm.
Right? Yeah. If we just hold them in traffic for 2 weeks, they'll grow to love us. One more day, damn it!
In that car. Let's torch it.
If anybody believes this shit is protest, then you're always crazy.
If what now?
Oh yeah, it's definitely an organized thing. They did this in 2020 too. It seems like, and there's always a random pallet of bricks that appears all the time.
Exactly. They're actually there's people doing the same shit that they were doing last time, like putting bricks in and this and that. And then they're not protesting when they're if they're looting, stealing from fucking stores, if they're driving cars and they're fucking throwing rocks at cars. It's like, how do you know that's not an immigrant driving that fucking car and that car and that car that you just fucked up?
That's one thing too. They're not just tagging, even if they're grudges against ICE, they're taking it out on random owners who own stores. And just because someone owns a store does not by default mean they're a billionaire with a spare store somewhere. Okay, and there's people who need jobs at that store, so you're wrecking their lives. Then you're attacking the Tesla burning. A lot of Tesla drivers, I don't want to ruin anybody's life here, but most of the electric car people were Democrats, okay? So now the Democrats are now burning each other's cars while hating the Republicans. All right, you don't go to a Republican website and not see big trucks and gas guzzling, okay? Republicans generally yell gas, 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 dig, dig, dig. They don't go electric cars, yay. That's you guys' side.
God. Hello, AMC Kingdom.
God, I wish I had that
I
energy.
like the cars, I don't like batteries, but to me, they look like a hulked up DeLorean and they're visually ugly. The Cybertruck is just an ugly truck. I know I sound like a gay guy, but listen, if I'm spending a house pay, like for a house for a truck, that truck better have some jazz to it, okay?
Well, that's not even a truck. That's a car. The truck has a bed, an 8-foot bed that never has to be made.
Oh, yeah. In fact, it's not just a car. It's how a 3-year-old would draw a car.
Well, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't drive it.
Yeah, I want
Oh
to
yeah, you
try.
understand the right to it. There's probably a small group of passionate people who really want to like let their words be spoken, and they have good goals. But the sad thing is, it's LA, and there's a bunch of homeless people who are on drugs and opportunists that are going to take advantage of the moment and overtake you.
Yeah. Well, I mean, such is the world we live in. We've allowed it. Unfortunately.
Right. Oh man, I'm glad we're not in Europe. Those people have even more stupid problems than we have. The fucking knife laws, like they were even not even sarcastically. Someone was like, "Well, do kitchen knives need tips at the end?" And I'm like, "Oh my god,
That
Europe
was
is
an
seriously
actor.
questioning a kitchen knife now." I mean, do they not have shovels? I mean, do axes not exist? Or at some level, you need to say this is a joke.
That was Idris Elba, that black actor.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But he
It was
wasn't
a
joking.
it was very stupid. Yes, it was a very stupid thing to say.
That's even like that weird thing that they're doing with the "what is a woman" thing. I guess that's a real thing because I guess Waltz was just questioned about this. It's like, how is this a thing even? Okay, kindergarten cop. The kindergartner points it out. He says, "Boys have a penis, girls have a vagina." He's in kindergarten. How the fuck is people who got elected questioning penis and vagina now? I feel like once we hit our teenage years, before we even saw the other one where it goes, figured it out before we even got there, but somehow Congress doesn't understand the AB connection.
Uh-huh.
Sorry.
Right on.
But Europe is a paradise. They value quality of life with great family values. Right on.
Sorry, guys. I live alone and I don't have any friends on actual Earth, okay? So I get excited
You
right
get passionate, and there's nothing wrong with being passionate.
Right.
But it does tickle me at times. So I do have to giggle. Just be honest here.
Oh, dude, did you guys ever watch Poland talk about immigration? Poland's immigration stance is very, very blunt.
Oh, I thought you asked me if I like to work the pole, and I was going to tell you, yeah, I started like 2 weeks ago, and it's turning out to be quite lucrative, actually.
Hey,
Yeah,
Ian.
I told you you would do good. Yeah.
I
Yeah,
mean,
Hey, Ian.
who would have thought? Who would have thought that a big girl would actually do good on the pole?
Heck yeah. Oh.
Well, you know what Frank Zappa said? The bigger the cushion, the bigger the pushing.
The better. Anyway.
Again, who wants to ride on an ironing board? That ain't no fun. I tried me one.
Oh my God.
Come along and ride on a fantastic voyage.
There you go. That's the most June 14th you'll get on this show, folks. I mean, Juneteenth.
You mean Juneteenth, not June 14th. It's the 19th.
Well, I didn't want to say the right date because I don't want to get called culturally appropriate. So I said the wrong date.
Yeah. Mhm.
Cheers.
Oh, I mean, I want to. Yeah, I wouldn't do that on this show. I was thinking about making big Nazi flag, and I was going to make doubles, and I was going to beat them up and set them on fire in my garage. But I think I'll do that somewhere else. It's probably more of an LC thing.
Yeah. We're a little bit prudish here, you see.
Right, you guys know. Right, where's my pinky? There we go. Right.
There you go.
There you go,
Right.
yeah. Looks better.
Melted Cooper. Is that what your name? Melted Cooper?
Yeah, you forgot to know.
Oh, I did look up the spelling. It's Mel Ted. Yeah, it's like my fake alias when I try to like buy illegal things.
What?
Oh man, speaking of my new name, Mel Brooks is coming out with Spaceballs 2, and he's 98. So at 98 years old, he's making a sequel.
No
to
fucking way.
Spaceball. Yeah, this is real too, because actually, I thought it was a joke, but I saw him talk about it, and I guess Rick Moranis, and I guess since his wife died, retired, and he's coming out of retirement for this.
Wow. I know they're doing the Young Guns 3.
Oh, are they?
Yeah, I'm curious about that one too, because I mean, like this, I like Mel Gibson as a director. I feel like in his older years, he's become quite the stellar director and a great actor. In fact, I could watch Mel Gibson for hours on that. I find him very interesting.
It's crazy too, huh?
Yeah. Oh yeah, he's great. I thought the Christ resurrection thing was like a joke. People were making fun of him, like, oh, the sequel to the Passion of the Christ. No, he's serious, and I'm curious to see this film. When I heard him talk about it, his idea wasn't what I envisioned his idea was, and I was like, I want to see this, Mel. I want to see it.
Is he going to star the same dude that played in Passion?
Yeah. Someone asked him because I know that they're getting older, and I guess Mel Gibson.
Mel Gibson.
All about Mel now. But he said that he would just digitally de-age him because he'd want the same actor, and because Jesus didn't age. And yeah, Mel Gibson is obsessed with his religion, so he I'm really curious to see it.
Is he Catholic?
Yeah, he's kind of Catholic. You know, a lot of his anti-Semite stuff comes from his dad was into the Catholic stuff, and somewhere in the Catholic Church there was some sort of thing where they thought the Jews were taking over the Catholic, and that's what kind of got him mixed up into the thing. And so a lot of he was flack from his dad, which eventually boiled on to him when he got pulled over. And obviously the Weinsteins and stuff. So there is a big Jewish presence in Hollywood. So he's right on that. But he did say crazy shit. Which I do realize now, dressed as Hitler is not the time to defend Mel Gibson. You know, hindsight always 20/20, folks.
You crack me up.
Yep, I can see a clip. Epic fail. Hitler defends Mel Gibson. God damn it. Fucking hell.
The good thing we know who you really are.
Right? Stranger things have happened.
Danielle, you want to come up?
Yeah, I think I'm fixing to mosey on down and go see what I can find.
Nice seeing you, beautiful voice. Nice
hearing
that tomato.
I'll be seeing y'all in chat.
Thank you for coming up, Watcher.
Yes, indeed. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for coming up.
Yes, indeed.
Done got blurry again.
Got blurry?
Yeah.
Yeah, you
I don't
did.
know why it keeps doing that.
Like, why does it keep doing that?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm here. Oh, there I am. Yeah, I'm not. Are you crying? It's okay. It's okay.
Oh, God, what?
He looks like Jim.
Let's just cut the stream. Just cut it. Hey, take the show down. Over.
Salute.
Someone got a message. Definitely not me. I don't have phone.
I think I seen you earlier in Arky's. Arky had something going on. For a little
yeah, she was doing testing. I popped up there because, I joked. I wasn't gonna. And then she's like, pop up. I was like, all right, I'll pop. So she said she's going live later, but who knows? Life can be crazy.
Right.
Excuse me.
I haven't seen her on live in a bit.
Oh man, you referenced Custard probably 30 minutes ago, but
right.
I was thinking about this. You know, there's a movie, The Predator. They made a movie called Prey that takes place in the Old West, and I was thinking the sequel to that should be Custard's Last Stand, because then I don't know if you guys are nerds and stuff, but X-Men First Class was the Cuban Missile Crisis with X-Men. It was kind of like a James Bond film. It was fucking awesome. So I was like, take that premise and then make Prey 2 Custard's Last Stand. You have the Native Americans, you got the colonists, and they think that each other are the savages, but the Predator's killing everyone, and you have some historic stuff and gunfights. It's great.
That's an idea.
Right? Yeah, because you don't want to me the Predator, I guess they made a movie where they explain more of the Predator. I don't want to know about the Predator. The Predator, I want to be a predator. I don't want to know where he comes from. I don't want to see its family, its kids, its wife, or it going to its day job. That's too much knowledge about the alien, making it no longer an alien.
Right.
True.
Yeah, the Predator's cool though.
Oh yeah, it's fucking awesome design. Well, what do you guys want to talk about?
Emilio Estevez is going to be in Young Gun Street, which is cool. I believe Lou Diamond Phillips will be in it.
Well, he's about 100 now, isn't he?
Yeah.
Right? He's got to be 6. Well, I don't know if the Charlie Sheen character died. I don't remember who all was left in the original.
He died. Yeah, he got shot, so he's not going to be in it.
Oh man, I think my favorite Western, my favorite cliche like gunfight, in the middle of town would be Sam Raimi's Quick and the Dead with Gene Hackman. That movie is just the best gunfight in the street, like Western.
Hello, way up, dude.
Yeah, I like that movie.
I love that way up, dude. Oh, my favorite scene is
Phillips. Did I say Blue Diamond Phillips?
I think so.
He's still alive. I haven't heard anything about him.
Oh man, yeah, the best scene in that movie is when Ace Hamlin's talking shit about how fast he is. He's like, I can draw with 2 hands, and then Gene Hackman blasts his fucking thumb off. He's like, oh, Ace Hamlin can draw with 2 hands. Let's see you use that other hand, Ace. Gene Hackman is awesome.
Yeah,
he died in a fucked up way.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Because I guess he had Alzheimer's, and I guess his wife died before him, so he was sitting around for like a week in his like mental state. My dogs were starving for like a week, and
That's
like none of his kids like text him. And I mean, maybe I was a big mama's boy, so I can't judge people on how I was with my parents. But I'm like, in the modern era, you couldn't just text your fucking creator. I mean, not God, but the person you know for sure made you. Like, what the fuck's wrong with that family?
Well, didn't they not talk or something? They not speak to each other anymore or something? Like the kids didn't talk to them, or they wrote them out of the jail or something?
Maybe you're big, you just become a Fruit Loop.
He was how do you say, estranged from his kids and shit like that.
I feel like a lot of celebrities, they don't have children. They have props. They have props that they hand off to someone else to take care of. And then when they need something to go, look, I'm normal, they take the kid away from their real mom character, and then they pose with it for a bit. Man, that's like the Diddy track. Can you imagine? Like, maybe I come from my family, maybe because we were poor, we had what's called morals, but I can't imagine sitting in a trial and my mom's alive. I'm sitting there next to my mom watching my dad go into jail for being just the dirtiest scumbag on earth. I would just move to another country at that point. I'd be like, nope, I'm out. I don't know you people anymore.
Depends on what you think is dirty.
I used to think there were shades of gray, but I think good and evil are very fucking direct now that I'm an old man.
How many siblings do you have?
Oh, I'm the baby. I'm the little bit. That's why I'm such a weirdo. Because I'm this spoiled baby, and I got to inherit all their toys. So I got to be the rich prince the entire time. And the good thing is my dad was a fuck up between my parents. So my dad had like a bonus family before he became the good guy that he became when I was born. So by the time I got to Earth, I was on the perfect family. And then I have like 3 half brothers, and they were all larger than the batch he made with my mom. My mom was a sweet little lady. So like it was a lot like, you guys ever watch Garfield and Friends? I don't know if you guys know the rest, but Orson Pig had 3 half brothers that were comically larger than him, and that was my half brothers. But they all live in Florida, so I barely know. But my oldest brother, Larry, actually, when my dad died, would always call my mom, who wasn't his mom, to the day she died. He'd wish her happy birthday. It was a good son to my mom, who wasn't his mom.
Right on.
I look just like my dad, except I got my mom's nose.
Give it back.
But then my dad was like me. He's been punched in the face a few times, so who knows what his original nose looked like.
That's it, Betty keeps telling people. Punch yourself in the face.
Yeah. A lot of people should punch themselves in the face,
Right. Like, what was his name? Eddie.
Helping them out.
I'm not gonna lie. After having that toothache, trusting Hitler, I was like, "Let's go get someone to punch us. Let's save some money and get these bombs out of my face now." Like, because even balding, I don't even mind graying because it's like my hair was always dark. It was always struggled to dye it weird colors, so I kind of like it. I feel like it advances my look better. It's nice.
Iceberg. Thank you,
Hey,
Iceberg.
Ellen.
Hey, Ellen.
Oh, there you go. Someone just got $10. That's like a pack of cigarettes and a Monster.
Thank you for the $9.99, Ellen. I appreciate that.
Well, unless you're in Canada, then that's barely a pack of cigarettes.
Melted's got me up here punching myself in the face.
I see.
Liar, liar.
smoking and shit.
I kicked my own ass.
Yeah. Hello, Mad Mabel. Long
Mad
time no
Mabel.
see. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Good to see you. That's not even a pack of cigarettes there, Danny. Melty Copper is making Mabel very horny. Damn, Melthead, be careful.
You, oh, du hast Spiel McNeil. I can sing almost all the. I don't know what I'm saying in German, but I can sing almost all the Rammstein lyrics. I'm sure I'm singing about like scuzzy buttholes in German, but you know, like I didn't know what I was listening to. It just sounded good to me. If you don't know what they're saying.
Eins, zwei, drei. Was that the wrong language?
No, they were saying I hate you. I hate you. That's
Oh.
what the lyrics are. I hate you.
Right. Actually, I think someone told me it means you have me to say, and you did not obey. And they actually, dude, they actually have a few songs where they say it in English, and their English is so bad. Like there's one, it's kind of a filthy song. I think it's called like pussy or something. Like I have a ditka, you have a pussy. What's the problem? And they sing it in English, and it sounds so bad. You're like, is this meant to be funny? Because it's fucking funny.
I believe that's the one where they did like an actual porn video.
Oh yeah, well they're German, so of course they're into some dirty shyster stuff, man. Like they're big almost all the songs are perverted stuff, man. But I mean, that's generally what fucking rock and roll music generally is supposed to be, sluts and nastiness. I mean, traditionally that's what it is. No one's like, dude, I want to go to a concert and see ugly fucking nasty girls and bulldogs dancing around, all right? Like
I don't know. There's
yeah, like, this is like check this out. They remade Pinocchio, right?
Mhm.
They remade Pinocchio, and so they turned the blue fairy into a weird, ugly, bald black lady. It's not that she's fucking bald or black, but damn it, get an attractive lady, all right? Like, if a scary, bald, Arctic Wakandan comes into my house and wants to turn a doll to life, I would not be embracing this lady. I'd be scared. I'd be like, holy shit, there's an Arctic fucking demon thing in my house. Like, try to make it more motherly. Make it look like something's any. But even black people probably wouldn't even want to bang that blue ice queen. Like, what the fuck were they thinking?
I don't know, Roy. I don't know.
What the fuck?
Oh, there you go. Danielle, I think, explained it better than I could have. Yeah, I discovered them. They were on the David Lynch film Lost Highway soundtrack, and that's when I discovered Rammstein. And I think I think it had Perfect Drug by Trent Reznor. It was a decent album.
Trent Reznor always did the best soundtracks. Did Natural Born Killers too.
Right. Oh man, you want to start fucking hostages, Mickey? Not good enough. Well, it's 1990s, man, and a male and man needs some variety.
That's exactly what he said too.
You committed to me, Mickey. I loved you. Mickey and Mallory Knox. And I love you, Mick.
Damn, how long? How many times did you watch that?
I seem to like murder things. In fact, I can get lost watching Donut Operator and seeing weird scumbags getting shot for fucking days. It's probably a me issue. I'm sure it's a phase, but you know,
It's a phase.
It's like after Forensic Files, I'm shocked that anyone doesn't get away with crime. I'm like, how is it that the information to escape getting away with crime is there for you? If you want this path, you can do it and get away. There's ways to do this. It's very available. I don't know how they do it. In fact, like I said, some people breaking in and like filming themselves doing shit. Why are you doing that?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Or here's another thing. Googling the insurance policy the day before the murder. Okay, like it's a very cliche murderer thing to do after watching hours of this stuff. Maybe don't murder them the next day after you searched how much money you get for murdering them. This rule of thumb. Or pay someone else to look it up on their phone that you barely talk to so that they won't know to look for that guy.
Melted copper. Unalived.
Yes, it's unalived.
Oh, sorry. Oh, yeah. I don't want to ruin your mind. Let me know.
No,
The
it's a
rules.
YouTube thing. You know.
YouTube terms of service crap. That's
I
stupid.
think it's stupid,
Right.
but
That does bug me. That's like I guess this is another word we can't say. I'll say graping. But some of these words that are censored, like back in the day, there were a few like the George Carlin, like bad words. But now some of these words, I'm like, what are you censoring? Like the Chester stuff. Censoring that word protects the scumbags. It doesn't help anyone. It makes us talk like idiots now. Like
Yep.
like the word suits. I mean, unaliving. There's a word for it. Okay.
right.
Not addressing the issue is not a way to help anyone. Okay. Oh, now we're just gonna hide it on the. See, listen. Back in the day, guns were everywhere. Elmer Fudd was trying to fucking shoot Bugs Bunny. RoboCop was shooting guns. Everyone was shooting guns. Somewhere they're like, let's hide guns and pretend they don't exist. Now kids are shooting each other. See, maybe being aware of an issue keeps us cautious of the issue, and denying the issue makes you stupid.
Mm-hmm. That's a good point.
It's
I
very
agree.
true. I agree.
Mm-hmm.
Right,
And
Star,
plus,
this
this
just found.
really bugs me. Like, you don't like the word retard, but now the word special equals retard. So when you say, oh, wow, you're a special person, I see it as an insult. I'm like, am I retarded? Because now special equals retarded. So all you did is take a good word and turn it into a negative word because you hated the negative word.
And
You're
then
not
they'll
fixing
change it around
things.
again. They'll change it again and be like, oh, you can't say that now. Don't say special because that
See,
means
that's why I
bad.
think we need war. Americans are so bored, they're fighting basic terminology, simple sentences, biology.
Mhm.
You know, like they were just bored. I feel like now America, we're bored. We have nothing to fight, so now we're just picking non-fights for fun.
Well, it's losing its hold, so that's good.
Yeah. Mhm. Yeah.
I can't breathe.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought watch your crazy. I thought you were celebrating Juneteenth by saying I can't breathe. That was a reference to laughing. I thought that was a George Floyd reference.
Yeah.
1984. That's when I graduated.
What? Gosh dang.
Danielle said 1984 double speak. I said that's when I graduated.
It's like
Good
kindergarten.
Lord.
Actually, if I was a black guy, I'd be offended that a bunch of those statues are just random assholes. Like, I guess they put a black lady in middle of Times Square, and then a guy who was a drug addict that got killed by. Part of me is like, no offense, these aren't symbols. You know what I mean? Like when you look at like Christopher Columbus, right? You can hate him for whatever wacky reason you want to hate, but he still traveled across a boat and got us over here to start what we have today. That's an achievement. These other people, those aren't achievements. You want statues that people can aspire to, look up to, or get a good story. You don't want people being like, oh, that's the dude who fucking was on drugs and got choked out by a cop. That's not a marker of civilization that you want to show off.
No, probably not. Nope. Mm.
It's a good thing I have nothing but a bunch of honky crackers here, so I don't have any flack for saying that. Oh, I didn't get a soda. Oh, yeah, thanks for letting me up here. I had a good time. I don't know if you guys did, but I enjoyed myself.
You're having a great
That was D.
DECO.
D.
Sorry. You too? Way up, dude. Damn, we are some old ones, aren't we? Where'd he go? Did he melt into his copper background?
Good night, Linda.
DECORA.
Good night, Linda.
Good night, Linda. Thanks for coming.
Bye, Linda. I'm going to miss you right here. My heart goes out to you.
You better be keeping that howl to yourself. Howl to the hell no.
Let's see, but the Democrats, they suck at hating people too. Like, if you're gonna hate Elon Musk, I'd attack him for being a dirty man whore who procreated with a bunch of people and doesn't take care of his kids. That's a real issue you can attack. Saying he's a Nazi when he hangs out with Ben Shapiro at Auschwitz makes your Nazi thing look like a joke. Like I said, insults will work best when based in reality, not on fan fiction that no one knows what the fuck you're talking about. Makes you look stupid.
I have no idea what you're talking about right now.
Me neither. Oh, do I got my glasses on? To make me look more intelligent.
Riders were forbidden to desecrate Christopher Columbus statue in South Philly by local residents. No shit. Why would they do that anyways? It's kind of weird.
Oh, because yeah, they were doing that in Chicago. There was a big Columbus statue. I guess they took down. They might have put back, but when you're bored, you know, like when you're not smashing and burning people's cars, you're attacking statues too. I guess.
Well,
Maybe she's drawn. Maybe Twin Mama's drawn another picture of Arkansas. Lucky.
Selling decorations because he keeps coming in here screaming on me.
Hey, Georgia girl.
what's up, Georgia girl?
Howard
It's like
girl.
that the thing from Street Fighter 2.
That
Copper
picture was
like
great.
George after time.
That was a great picture she drew.
Of Archie. Of Archie.
It was
Well, I just remember it took them maybe 2 decades before they made a part 3 to Street Fighter. They're like, this game is so good, we're just gonna keep making new versions of the same game. Forever.
Right.
And then even weirder is so they made 10
They didn't do
versions of
that.
Street Fighter 2. And then they went backwards. They did what Hollywood does is when you can't come up with new ideas, it's like, well, let's do a prequel then. And so they made prequel
Yep.
game. And I hate prequels because to me, a prequel, even if it's great, by default is already not that interesting because I know how the movie ends. It's spoiled before the trailer hits because it has to go to the next film, so there's no drama in the story. Oh boy, I wonder if he's gonna die. Oh no, he's not. He's in the next 6 films. Okay, well obviously he's not in
Prequel
any
tells you
trouble.
the history of the person,
Story. You know, but sometimes as an adult, you
Or the
gotta look
story.
at films and say, "This is fun."
Beginning of
For
the
example,
story.
Star Wars. If you know about science, you realize they could just drop a rock on a planet and kill people. So, if you have spaceships, you don't even need a Death Star. You just carry a boulder over there and just drop it.
What is that fucking
Not as complicated as it is in science fiction.
Starship Troopers? Is that what it's called? Killing the
that's a good one.
That was a good one.
That's maybe the same guy did RoboCop. That's why it's an awesome film.
You know what? I never thought about that, but you're right. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he did. What's that one with the lady with the 3 boobs and Arnold Schwarzenegger? It takes place on Mars. I think he did that film too.
3 boobs.
Total Recall.
Yeah, Total Recall. It is always funny in those movies when Arnold would be this ripped German guy trying to play a normal guy. I mean, they're always fun movies, but there's moments where I'm like, no one believes this fucking ripped ass Austrian is just an average Joe down the street. All right, just. Oh, I like The Running Man too. That's a fun film. Dude, that's all I drink. If I'm not drinking energy drinks, that means I'm sick and I'm drinking water.
Drink some water.
Right? Fuck that.
One of my boys was coming down the hall a while ago. I was in the bathroom and I was putting my makeup and stuff on. And he comes in, he goes, "Are you in here, Mom?" "Mom." I said, "Mother is here." God, he took off running, scared him to death. Don't do that to me. I like scaring them. I think Melthead Cooper over here's parents see that him a time or two. I think that's why he likes the stuff he likes. What do you think?
Right. My parents are good to me, I think, for the most part. I mean, I did come from that era of the spare the rod, spoil the child, where getting the fuck beat out of you by your parent was a thing, and we didn't call it abuse, we call it education. And if your parents didn't hit you, it meant that a stranger would hit you worse. So you'd have to look back and go, "Oh, I understand now. You hit me, so I would stop acting a fool before someone would actually hurt me in a real way."
That's funny. So Ruben,
I'll have to look up who G. Gordon Liddy is.
Studley Do-Rad, huh?
Yes.
How are you?
I'm okay. Just chilling.
Copper switch from cocaine to energy drinks.
Right. I guess I never got into pills and stuff. Mostly because I don't believe anybody selling me a pill that it's what they say
Yeah,
it
me
is. I have trust issues. I did hang out with a lady who claimed she was a cokehead, but like I didn't even try her shit, and she was going to bed before me, and I was just drinking Monsters. So either A, she just sniffed a whole bunch of fucking crushed Tylenol at a high price. Like that's another thing about heavy drugs. Some of these people, like, I don't mind drinking online, talking crazy people I see as socially drinking if you guys aren't in the room. But some of these people are like, when you become such a homeless bum, you're doing bumps in an alley and blowing strangers. At what point do you go, you know what, this lifestyle is not working for me. There's no party anymore. I'm basically slowly dying in the street now. And I don't know if you guys ever ran into meth zombies, but one time actually I had a flat tire, so I went to the discount tire. I'm going to the parking lot, and I see some people walking up. I say my usually shitty comments about people because I'm a shitty, mean-spirited guy. And sure enough, they got closer, and I wasn't lying. They were meth heads. I was like, holy shit. And this lady was like all pocked the fuck out. And there's this huge black dude with probably her pimp. I know I'm stereotyping here, but he was chasing her down like, oh shit, crack whore's acting up. I got to put her in her place before we get caught. They just ran across the parking lot, and I'm like, oh, well, I guess this is our hometown. Yay.
Yeah, it's the fentanyl heads that you want to watch out for. Those are the ones that get stuck bending over backwards and shit, Can you do that?
My grandma, she was a diabetic, right? And she was the one that had to like inject herself. And when I was a kid, that just freaked me the fuck out. Like the idea that grandma would have to wake up and stab herself every day. So once I got introduced to people who were doing that shit for fun, I was like, get the fuck away from me. What the fuck? Call me a girl here, but I like my beer to taste like Kool-Aid, not beer, hard liquor. I want it to not taste like hard liquor. I like things to go down smoothly. Like that's why I wouldn't do mushrooms. I don't want something that's gonna fuck up my stomach when I'm high. I want to feel healthy and fun and often crazy land. That's it. I even make an extra effort to buy myself way too much food and like a carton of cigarettes when I go to get fucked up so that other me won't leave the house. We have a good relationship with each other.
So how about the Lakers?
I just got back over here. I had to get Phoebe. What's going on? What did I miss?
Hey, how about Thunder?
Hmm?
How about the Thunder?
What Thunder?
The Thunder.
Thunder down under.
Thunder.
Thunder down.
Thundercats, ho!
Hmm?
Oh, you ladies don't know about the Thundercats and Sword of Omens. You're missing out.
What Thunder?
Yeah.
Right?
From down under.
Right. My first grown man experience was seeing Chitara run. I didn't know what was happening to me. But later on, I was like, I appreciate you, Chitara. My first love.
Chitara.
Of course, it could have been Zoobly Zoo, too. I mean, that probably caused a lot of furries. I don't know if you guys seen that show, but this was a real show. There was a bunch of grown people dressed as animals, and some of them were definitely gay. Like, I can show you old episodes, and you'd be like, yep, gaydar. Those two, definitely gay dudes. But it was a thing.
Roy, did I not say basketball? Don't tell me I said football. Jeez.
Oh, man, I guess I was thinking about South Park. I bet she said basketball.
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 Yeah, that was one of the first films next to Cannibal Musical. The South Park guys, Trey and Matt Stone, I think. Those guys are interesting.
Him.
All right. I'll see you guys later. I will. I gotta go.
Sir. No, sir.
All right, good night, Ruben.
Good
All right.
Tomorrow's Friday.
Ruben.
It's gonna be a good day.
Coming up.
Thank you, Ruben.
Hasta la vista, baby.
Whoa.
And I'm blurry again. I think when I move forward,
Camera's trying to focus or something.
Yeah, I think it's when it loses focus.
Yeah. Well, that's crazy.
I know, right?
Wacky new.
Wacky doo doo.
Wacky new new. Yes.
What'd you lose there, Ted?
Oh no, I was just playing with my light. Well, now that I'm bigger, I'm becoming self-conscious. Like I was looking at the pipes behind me, and I start playing with that. And sitting still is not one of my best abilities, or shutting up.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, my stash is a little upside. I need to trim.
So how come one side of your mustache is longer than the other side?
Yeah, I know. I'm looking at it now. I'm like, I fucked up my Hitler stash. You can tell I didn't give. Well, see if you look, you see I'm already growing my chin strap back. So this was definitely a phase. Like you guys shave your legs, you're missing out. Shaving your face is fun because that like oh yeah, because I had the Wolverine sideburns for a bit, and now I'm going back to the chin strap. Like this is it's fun. When you grow a beard, you can just look like a different guy for a day. In fact, I even sent my sister pictures in here because last time she saw me, I guess I was looking like Charles Manson. Yeah, don't ask me why I look like all these bad people. That's what I was given. All right, I'm working with it. But I sent her a picture, and she's like, "Why are you doing this?"
Wow. Why are you doing this?
Right. Oh yeah, she says that a lot. It's like a punchline. If we were a TV show, that would be the line. I'd be like, why are you doing this?
Mm.
Ta-da-da-da.
Oh, this
What
new
else?
lady.
What are we doing? Why is there two of me?
I'm God. What's happening?
I don't know. We got lost in the shuffle.
What are you doing?
I don't know.
Fix my mustache.
Oh my gosh. You ready to get off here? You want to stay on longer, or what's you got going, girlfriend?
I'm not doing anything. I was just making a bracelet.
Right. Oh man, I want to be a laughing stock to all the Hitler impersonations.
Ouch. Dude, I hadn't seen a hair drop.
Yeah, me neither. Is this thing dull?
Take the cap off of it.
No, trust me, I'm a bird beast. I'm used to this.
You gotta take the cap off of it.
I'm not gonna lie, I've never tried Nair because sometimes I fight with my dogs, mostly because I guess drunk people try to give them a haircut and I guess they remember things. That's their fucking problem. But I was kicking around the idea of using Nair. I was like, man, we could do Nair. And I was like, we'll use it on our arm. And if it doesn't kill us, then we'll use it on the dogs. But I haven't done that yet. So that's like, we're not at that level. Just quit being lazy. Just give them a haircut.
Baby, come here. What are you doing? She's knocking everything over.
Lolo.
Jeez,
I can't even write. I said Lolo. LOL, Lolo.
Lolo. What? Baby, come here. Come here. Look. Come here. Come here, baby. Come here.
Kitty, kitty.
What are you doing?
Kitty, kitty,
Did
kitty.
you hear Phoebe? She just meowed. Come here. What are you
They're
doing?
purring.
Come here. What are you doing? Where are you going? Oh, she walked over here for a second, and then she left.
Oh man, my Tex Shih Tzu is not the greatest dogs on earth. I mean, I love my dogs, but like their dog powers don't seem to work because the feral cats clearly live under my porch, and we'll be
Aw.
sitting on the porch, and like the dogs won't notice them until they walk out, and I'm like, "Where's your super dog power? Like, shouldn't you have like a super sense of smell and know that these things are directly under us? Like, are you dogs stupid? Am I raised a pack of retarded dogs?
There's Phoebe.
Oh, it's a kitty cat." Because one of the feral cats looks just like my dog. It has the same fur pattern, and I always tease Ebenezer that he's going to get replaced with Ebenezer the cat. I'm like, oh, look, Ebby, you're a replacement. He's hunting mice. What are you doing for me, dog? Because one morning I watched him, and I thought this little kitten was fighting like a cricket, because cats do stupid shit like this, and he was battling a snake. I was like, oh, shit, the little cat found a snake to fight. Kudos to you, Ebenezer the cat. You might really replace the dog.
Yeah.
So what kind of dog you got?
Me.
What kind of dog you got?
Oh,
Male?
for her.
Ed?
Oh, I got two like Shih Tzu mixes. I mean, I don't think they're purebreds, and I mean, if I didn't find Ebenezer and I got bestowed Sheba, those probably wouldn't be the dogs I personally would pick. But I love them. Because they don't shed. You know what I mean? Like if you have like a German Shepherd or like a Chow, you can just kind of brush them and their hair will be fine. These dogs, if you leave them alone, they'll look like a bunch of Jamaicans and shit. Like they'll be dreaded out and their arms will be all fucked up. Oh, what's up, Black Ice?
You can get a DNA test for dogs now. Find out what breed they are. I think that's pretty cool.
Hairless dogs.
Oh, I love a good mutt though, because when you have a mutt, that dog is like uniquely yours. When you have a thoroughbred, well, if I had kids though, I might get a thoroughbred. So if the dog ever dies, I would sneak and replace it with another dog and try to lie to the kid because I'm a horrible person with a good heart. But
Yeah.
But yeah, like, oh yeah, I guess when I had a kid, I'd get like a goldfish that I knew was generic enough that I could replace him. I'd be like, sweet, now he'll take this fish live for 40 years.
40.
There you go, Brian. There's a link.
Yeah, I don't think I'd ever be great in a dad capacity. I think as a side character, I'm okay.
No, you'd be a good dad.
No, man, my dad died at 60. I'm 44. I don't have much time on this earth that I would miss out.
Yeah,
He'd
but
be
that's
in
not
high school
old.
and I'd be dead.
Yeah, but 44 is not old.
Gosh,
No.
not at all.
Yeah, see?
You guys are ruining my storyline.
Good
Night
night,
Watcher.
Right? Well, actually, another 40 years, I could run for president.
See, there you go.
Well, yeah, there's another guy on YouTube that run for president.
Yes, there is.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all could be running mates.
Yeah, that DeWitt guy though. Yeah, I was watching that a lot today. I was like, this is just. I felt like my brain was rotting. I'm like, is this guy real? Like, you'd think like the 5th or 10th time this guy was caught faking, he just stopped doing that.
Oh, Jeremy DeWitt.
Like,
Yeah, I know, right?
I mean,
he didn't.
This guy, he was invested on being a fake cop. Like, I mean, at the rate of his passion on being a cop, you're like, why didn't you just join the army? I'm sure there's a branch that would have took you, even if you had a mild thief conviction when you were a kid. The army will probably take you. You can still move up from there. That's not an excuse for complete failure. I mean, we all fuck up, okay?
Mhm.
There he is.
Yeah.
What's up, Black Ice? Oh, Juneteenth. Oh shit, Justice Hitler.
Oh,
Hey,
yeah.
man, I'm here, dude.
Let me help you out with that, Cooper. Let me help you out there. Where's I'll do this. Let me trim that for you.
Fix that mustache.
There you
So how are
go.
you doing?
So
Oh, I can't really do mustaches. Like, really, it's just it bugs me.
I
Plus,
don't
my
do it.
nose hairs go out.
I don't do it. I'm fully shaved, so in the face, so yeah.
I like the chin strap because, like one, I always think this looks weird because when I pose like this, I get this little fat thing that just looks weird. The chin strap, I feel like, helps define my chin more.
Yeah, but anyways, greetings. No, nice to meet the two of you up there. I forget how I found you. It was through somebody. I forget. So
Probably
Yeah,
from
no,
Arkansas.
Nice to meet you too.
yeah,
Nice to meet you.
that's right.
Yeah. Nice to meet you. I know I've seen you. I don't know where I first saw you before either. Maybe it was
Make
Arkansas.
comments here, maybe Arkansas, other places, wherever.
Yeah. Somewhere. Somewhere around here.
So how y'all day been?
Pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
I thought, did I see you? Are you from the mob crew over there either? Do you go over there? No?
No, I don't think I heard of them.
The mob crew?
Yeah,
Oh,
I
I guess
don't think
it is
so.
Arkies then. It must be Arkies then.
Yeah, Sparky. Yeah, I hang out with those clowns every now and then, including this one.
Yeah.
Stem Sesame Scheme. But yeah, that's where I came from, though I'm not a part of them. So yeah.
Oh yeah. One thing I found on this YouTube thing is some of these people, for people who've never met on actual Earth, are very culty. You're just like, why are you guys this passionate? Like you guys are friends on real Earth. Like someone they'll even be like, Milton, are you with us? I'm like, I don't even know you people on real Earth. I mean, you're nice, but I don't know how much devotion you want. So, if no offense to some people, but not everyone is a standout character, and you meet a lot of people on these things. So sometimes you want to be like, I'm sorry, man. Like I have people who hate me. And I'm like, I wish I could insult you, but I don't even remember you, sir.
Yeah, there is a lot of that, like cult mentality. You know.
Oh yeah, some people they just pop up in panels and just start yelling mean things at people, and it's like it's not like I rage, I just leave because I'm bored. It's like, listen, once you have enough people die in your family, these words and insults you're shooting at me are funny. Okay, so
Right.
you're not insulting me, but you're also not very funny either. It's my internally feeling sad for you,
Right.
you know.
Yeah.
Oh, the worst, dude. Sometimes my soul comes out, and there's times I'll be on a panel and I'll be talking to someone. They'll be like a drug addict smoking weed. There's nothing wrong with weed and booze and stuff. But if you have kids and shit, and they're like right there next to you, and it's midnight, and it's a fucking school night, and you're yelling in your phone with strangers, I feel sad having you in my presence. I'm like, you shouldn't breed. You should not have kids. Why are you? I'm going to read your kid on a jail blotter in the future because you're a scumbag and you should make better life choices. I'm not insulting. I'm trying to give you advice, but these people don't listen. Sorry.
Yeah, listen, yeah, they're sorry. That's why I can't take them seriously.
Mhm.
But I still give a damn
I got-
about them.
There we go. It's hurting me.
Copper, how do you sleep drinking so many monsters like that?
I
Question.
know. I was trying to read what you said, but the big heart was there. I'm like, I put a dot, so I read. I actually kick around and do all kinds of crazy shit in my sleep, man. Maybe that's why I live long. Because sometimes I put my body over here, and somehow in the night I go over here, and then sometimes I don't know where these night sweats come from. But sometimes I apparently take a bath in the night, and I look like I got done swimming. I don't know what that's about. Maybe I'm dying of something. You know.
Oh, that's interesting.
You know, you kind of popped up, you were leaning down there, and then you popped up like, goes the weasel.
Who did?
And the weasel goes.
Whenever I asked him that question, he had his head down, he popped up real fast.
Oh man, plus I'm a weirdo. It can be hot as fuck out, but I need blankets to sleep. I don't care how hot it is. Give me a comfort. I need it.
Yeah, I gotta have something. It just feels weird to lay without blankets.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
My dad used to be able to sleep in all kinds of weird spots. Like my dad, he looked kind of scary because he'd fall asleep. Because back in my era, okay, we didn't have TVs everywhere. A TV here, a TV in your pocket, TV on the wall. You had like one TV and TV in your room. So you had to wait for dad to fall asleep before you got your TV time. So and my dad wore glasses, so you couldn't see him. He's sleeping because of the glare. So we'd all sneak around him because you want to ask him because he might wake up. So we'd like look at him. I'm glad I live in the future. Times are so much easier.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Right. Oh man, I shoved a tube TV up my attic, and I mean, I'm not trying to gloat here, but it wasn't no easy accomplishment. Okay, TVs back then were harder to steal. You couldn't steal a deck of TVs. That wasn't a thing.
I've got two TVs that they're on the same table side by side. One kid on one kid on the other.
Oh, dude, yeah. Like my sister, I didn't tell her about this because she was talking about her kid. Because back in the day, you could take your kids to the grocery store and just be like, lock the door. Mom's going in. If you want to shop, you'll be fine. Now, if you leave your kids there, someone will be like, "Oh, your kid's in the car. He's gonna die." You know, like
They be busting windows and shit.
right? Yeah. See, my family would be like, if anyone sees you, you duck down, and if they look bad, you know what to do. Like my parents were okay saying how things should be done and directing us. But then we also didn't have plastic swords. When we sword fought, we would run around with metal fucking fence posts. And so we'd actually get hurt when we played sword fighting because I don't know, maybe we were retarded or just didn't.
Oh, yeah, we used to use sticks where I was coming from.
Oh, yeah, man. We were very violent. I'm shocked a lot of us got as far in life as we did. We were kind of hostile, violent.
4th of July is like a war, you know. Bottle rockets and, you know, what is them, Roman candles shooting at each other. You know, we had.
Oh, we used to do this shit. we would take aerosol cans like the Aquanet and shit. I don't know if they still make that, but we would throw it in the fire and it would blow the fuck up. And thank God none of us got hit in the face. We were really fucking risking stuff in retrospective. But we would blame a neighbor kid. My mom would run out and be like, "What did you guys do?" We'd be like, "The neighbor kid threw by on his bicycle and threw a can in the fire. We were just sitting here like, no, Mom."
Oh, yeah, mateys, right.
I had a tree that grew up to my upstairs window, and I figured out how to climb out my window, get to the roof, climb down the tree, and go to a friend's house at night. It was fun. But then later on in life, when we moved, one of my ex-girlfriend, actually, somewhere we're moving, and it's me, her, my mom. Somewhere she references me sneaking out the window. My mom's like, "What?" And I was like, "Oh, she's making stuff up, Mom. She's just a crazy lady."
Well, you still scared of Mama? You was right. Climb up that tree, whoop your butt.
Oh yeah, man. Like I said, look at some fuckers. They didn't hate me. They weren't like abusive, but they didn't fuck around.
Right, racing stars. Yeah, I get to doing that. I'm twisting my hair. I don't want to pull too hard. I might pull my wiglet off.
No, I see that.
Do what?
Oh, you know, I went to like when I was a kid, I went to like a small like school full of just honky crackers and maybe like one Mexican. And then we all ended up going to like the Joliet school, which is like this huge, and for some reason the school is built with the same limestone that the prison's made out of. And it was my introduction to, well, all of ethnicities at once. And it was definitely a change of pace. And I didn't know what weave was. So I'm in the lunchroom and these two black girls are kicking each other's ass. And I'm like looking befuddled because I'm not used to it. And I see all their hair coming. I'm like, holy shit, these bitches are fucking each other up. And then later on I found out they all had fake hair. I thought they were way more aggressive.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. I remember my high school, there would be like weave all over the sidewalk or whatever, because people would be fighting all the time too. I hadn't thought about that in forever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I've seen them lying out. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's true. They say about hairdressers. Hairdressers are fucking kooks. Like, you'll date a girl and she'll have long hair and then she'll become a hairdresser. Next thing you know, she's cutting her hair. Then she gets what I call the reverse mullet, where it's, party on your face, business in the back. And then they'll cut it again. Next thing you know, they're gluing shit to their head. I don't know why, but hairstylists, they're crazy.
I just don't get that. They say they got a hair problem that keeps falling out. So whatever. That's what they're doing it. It's kind of like a 5 o'clock shadow for them.
Yeah, shadow.
Oh yeah, that's when I was in the high school area. I think I worked at a Taco Bell in the mall, and we would like basically the people would steal stuff from like Hot Topic, and then they'd come to me, and I would give them free tacos for free stuff. It was a far better job than you'd think.
Yeah.
Oh man, you ever worked at a mall too? That's when you get to see the secret corridor. Malls all have like a Resident Evil style corridor that is not meant to be seen by human eyes, and it looks like a horror movie.
Yeah, that's true. Nobody goes to malls anymore, though.
Yeah, I think the only people are elderly people who are scared to walk in neighborhoods, so they have security to watch them.
Well, I'd be scared to walk in the mall.
Oh yeah, old people love walking in the mall. I don't know if that's like just an Illinois thing, but yeah, you go to a mall at like before hours open, you'll see like the elderly out there walking like zombies, man. Maybe they're just eager to you either go to Sombrero. Is there a Sombrero that's not in a mall, or is that like the definitive pizza mall store?
I don't think I've ever seen one anyplace else. So yeah, I think it's just in the malls. I don't know.
I don't think I've ever seen one, period. What is it?
Oh, it's a pizza place in the mall.
Name Sombrero?
Like what is it? Like SBARRO or something?
Never heard of it.
Yeah.
It might be in y'all area, but I never heard of it before. So whatever.
Oh. Wow. So they're in Florida. And obviously in Illinois.
Man. Well, back in the day before social media, mall ratting was kind of the thing, like people would
get
heads off. And
Yeah.
If you hung out with more than 4 friends, you were considered a gang. So what would happen is you'd have like sets of 4 walking like 5 feet away from each other.
More than 4 people? Oh yeah, I know that. I know. You can't even know it. Even in the streets, you can't drive with more than 4 people in the car. So.
Right. Well, see, I, you know what? When I was a little kid, I was a grimy asshole. So it's like, I was getting into Manson, and I was wearing the makeup and shit in June. So I understood when I was getting pulled over and searched for drugs. I understood at an early age, like, I'm being profiled. This is what profiling is. And I was like, okay, I get it. I'm dressed like I'm on drugs. I deserve this.
You look like a hippie, so yeah. Man, you can relate. Yeah.
Yeah, like, oh, dude, I got pulled over in Texas for going 2 miles over the limit, and I swear to fuck, my first thought was, this is Texas. I thought you fuckers are all about going fast and manly, and I knew. I just looked in the mirror and was like, I have long hair and I'm coming from California. They think I have drugs.
No, you. They probably meant fast driving in the desert or whatever, but not on the street. Whatever.
Oh, dude, it was more fucked up too because the cop that pulled me over, he was on the opposite side of the highway. So I was going one way and I was in the fast lane, but no one's behind me, right? I'm not an asshole driver. If no one's behind me and I'm going slow, I'll get the fuck over. But no one is, so I'm just driving, and I'm from Illinois and I'm in Texas. So clearly I've been on the road a while. He jumped the fucking middle lane to go after me. I'm like, what the fuck? Because I knew he was going after me because he did this super stunt. And I was like, I don't know what I did. And he's like, you're going 2 miles over the limit. I'm like, and you did all that for 2 miles? I mean, damn, I know out-of-state plates might equal good money, but what the fuck? I also got pulled over in South Dakota for having that too, basically.
Yeah. No, I can't deal with all that shit. But anyways, I remember like 2 weeks ago, like I was at a bar, we was having fun. This fucking cop was chilling on the side out. Wait for motherfuckers to leave out trying to catch a motherfucker. Then we was trying to go home, but we had to stay more than we wanted to because the motherfucker was waiting on the motherfucker. I'm like, shit, get the hell. Well, I talked about this on Arkansas Marissa weeks ago. Yeah, that didn't trap me bullshit. I'm like, damn it, I didn't tell that everything. Y'all still trying to hold some motherfuckers. It's the big whole new month and you motherfuckers broke it. There.
Oh, dude, one time we got pulled over. We went to like McDonald's and there were 6 of us, and the Plymouth claim had 6 seatbelts because we weren't big people. So like we could get 6 of us, all the belts in the car. Well, we get pulled over, and the cop, and I wasn't speeding this time. This time I was totally legal. And the cop's like, oh, we were told one of you guys had a gun. And the party's like, yeah, the 6 of us white kids dressed for fucking Halloween in June are carrying pistols. Like, really? Really? I mean, I could see the drugs thing, but pistols? Really? We're dressed as clowns. But like, oh, and here's where I was going with this story. One of my friends starts, I guess we were okay with being open with each other. My friend started grabbing his dick and trying to get a hard on. So when they patted him down, he had a chubby. It was fucking great. He's like, I'm doing it. I'm like, yeah, Pat, do it.
Well, it must have been a female tough after y'all. I don't know it.
Oh, I don't even remember it. No, we weren't really. When you're doing a boner for fun, you don't give a shit with the girl. You're doing it to gross them out. Your achievement isn't trying to turn them on. You want them to go, ew. Or is that a gun? That's the punchline.
Okay,
If anything, it would be weird. If a male cop grabbed the boner and was like, hey. Back then, I don't know if we'd appreciate that. Now it'd be like, oh, well, I guess we have to be okay with it because, being gay is like a minority and gets you special privileges.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. But I guess the guy was like, well, never mind that. I don't know what type of cop it was. But anyways, yeah, 2 weeks ago when I was trying to get home, like all of us, like it took him like 2 or 3 hours just to go away. He was clear, like one OG he had left home, but before that, I was trying to go. Some older woman was trying to say, hey, stick around, says, you got long hair now, so watch your ass. Says you might get lucky, it might be a black car. I'm like, no, that still ain't gonna work. He might be on some Uncle Ruckus type shit. But yeah, we got a lot of them down here around on this side of Arkansas. I don't like them, they don't like me here. They better stay away from me that they know what's good for them because this shit that went down 4 years ago, you know what? Hey, they ain't want no part of me yet after I offered to fight them. But Yeah. Anyways, like after that OG left, I was trying to get that lady. Hey, the course is clear. Her car was warmed up. I thought she was in her car, but I guess she was in the bathroom. I said, fuck waiting on her. Says, see y'all around. I drove out of there, away from the building. The motherfucker pulled up in the parking lot right behind me. All right, wait for I was at the stop sign, wait for motherfuckers pass by. I leave out, then the motherfucker falls behind me all the way down to the intersection where I turned left to go home. Then when I made my turn to go home, the motherfucker decides to turn around. He didn't mess with me. He or she didn't mess with me. I'm like, what was that all about?
Well, older me's getting better at worming my way out of tickets. Like older me is better at like if you're getting pulled over, if you see a fucking parking lot, go there so the cop doesn't have to worry about traffic. Be nice to the guy, be polite, crack a few jokes. You might get a warning. If you start off with your window up and acting suspicious, yeah, it's your right to be acting suspicious, but know that you're acting suspicious with your rights.
Yeah, yes,
that's
Ray.
another fun thing.
Yes, Ray. Yeah, but I'm like, what was you following me for? I'm like, do they think was you trying to get my running my license plates or what? Or see if I would make a bad move because I went the speed limit. I wasn't speeding. I wasn't moving too slow. Because if I was moving too slow, they know that I ain't sober. No, I drink this shit with water after the last drink. So yeah, and wait an hour. Like, but they shouldn't do that. That's intrepid. That's really against the law.
Oh man, you know what? I mean, I generally feel like most law enforcement are nice people, but I had some issues. Like one time, I had a crazy bipolar girl try to rip my fucking eye out, and in fact, even in my mugshot, you can see my eyelid bleeding, and the charge is biting her finger. And there's a moment where I was like, "Yes, I'm a grown ass man," and I attacked my girlfriend by biting her hand like a dog. I mean, it wasn't. She was clearly ripping my eye out at the time. As my eyelid is fucking bleeding, I just beat up women for fun. I clawed my own eye out. Like, you guys are the worst detectives ever. I opened the door. I didn't even take her phone away. I was going to call the cops before she called the cops, and I let you in here because I didn't do anything bad. I'm not trying to run away. I'm the one talking to you. She's the one in the background stealing my wallet. Oh, no. And then I got banished from my own house. I don't know how the legal system works this way, but then I had to find some place to live for a month as I was waiting to be found not guilty for the crime I didn't do. And then this is even more of what pissed me off, but I guess I was in love. The penis could take over. She gets on the stand, and thank God she told the lawyer the truth. She's like, I attacked him. You know what the judge says? Well, I can't do anything. And I was like, well, that's funny. When you guys assumed I had money and attacked her, you brought me in with my eye nearly ripped out, and her finger clearly, the evidence shows she was ripping my eye out, and you can't do nothing. Well, why didn't I have the option to not be charged? She just walk. Bullshit. I mean, I lived with it because I was like me, you know, because I was being positive and, you know, I was happy at the time she claimed to be knocked up, and I thought I was going to be a dad, so I was trying to make it work out. Even if she was crazy, I was like, we can do this. Let's not be a coward. And that's the last time I committed to anything.
That's it. That's it.
And that bitch is in jail. Thank God. Hopefully she's dead soon. Just kidding. Hopefully she's bites her neck.
Black Ops, is that
What
that officer or what was he, sheriff that
I
escaped?
heard they found him. I'm not sure. I heard they found him.
That's what I was thinking, but I don't remember.
Because when he escaped, I know he had to leave the state by this point. Because well, I wouldn't stay in the state if I wanted after escaping.
Right.
But I heard they got his ass.
Is his name Grant Harden?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Well, he escaped from prison while serving time for unaliving, and Grape has been captured. Also known as the Devil in the Ozarks.
Yeah, but he had went to court, I think, and then he said he's not guilty or whatever.
Yeah, they said they caught him a mile and a half from the prison that he escaped from. About 2 weeks later, yeah.
What?
I got some more shit on this. Said his federal escape charge dropped, state charge to remain in place.
They what?
No, I heard today they dropped the charges, but the state charge to remain in place.
Oh,
Oh man, I don't know if you guys had a lot of court issues, but another thing when you go through the court issues outside of being not guilty and having to go through the bullshit is court is long and fucking boring. Like they'll make you take a day off work, you'll go in, you'll sit there for fucking 45 minutes. The lawyer will say something to the judge, you'll have no clue what's going on. They're like, all right, come back next month, and you're like, can we just like try me or not try me? Like, I don't want a monthly subscription to visit you assholes. I want to move on with my life already.
Yeah. Yeah.
I had to do that 2 days in a row 2 years ago. If the first day
Oh, do you
sucked.
think I didn't come in like I may have had a good lawyer who was enabling a deal, but to me, I was just like, I'm tired of seeing you folks. I started calling my lawyer my friend. Oh man, that guy, I don't know that my lawyer liked me. I was saying some crazy shit to that guy. He's like, just don't say anything. Just don't say anything and try not to make the faces you make. I'm like, sorry, lawyer, I'm working on it.
Yeah, but
My interior dialogue sometimes leaks out. You know, I guess when people think you're a dirty scumbag, you got to try to think about how to like not look mean or angry that you're there, because then you just look more like a scumbag. But you don't want to look too happy, like you're cocky, because then people will hate you then. So yeah, it's a hard juggle.
Yeah, that's true.
so the prosecutor dropped the charges?
yeah, that's what I'm hearing.
Have to dig into that.
Oh man, that's like I got fired from one job, and then when I got back from the unemployment, I guess my job had called the cops for some reason, and I was like, I didn't even say anything threatening to these people. I was like, I'm so. Oh, what happened? Someone found a picture of me with the shotgun on my Facebook, and I guess they start getting paranoid. And I was like, just because they're fucking paranoid doesn't mean you guys should come and harass me. Like, why would I fucking murder someone from a job that fired me and doesn't like me? It seems like a dumb reason to end my life. I mean, I know some people do it, but I'm not that committed to a job. I'm there for money. If I was a hooker, I'll take someone's money, but I don't fucking love the Johns I'm fucking, okay? I'm there exclusively for money, and I'm not confused about my goal.
True that.
There you go.
I'm sorry, I'm getting mean-spirited. Oh, it's after midnight. I guess I shouldn't eat. Turn into a gremlin.
Yeah.
What?
I ain't got no obligations tomorrow. I've been off since Wednesday afternoon. So
Right?
Damn.
I heard they're making a gremlin. No, it's not. It's interesting getting fired or cops coming, but I heard they're making a Gremlins 3. Oh, I love Gremlins. Gremlins is just the perfect movie.
Yeah.
Okay, there's
I
a
like
story
Gremlins
that
too.
just recently happened. It's not about the gremlins or nothing. But anyways, this guy walked in on his girlfriend and another guy doing the dirty, and I don't know how many he dropped in the back of his head.
Oh.
Yeah. So now there's some, what is it charge called where
Oh, Need a Passion?
Crime of passion.
yeah, that yeah, that's it. That's what he's I think gonna try to go on now.
Right. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I think Texas and I think Florida has some passion laws. But like, and that's another fucked up thing. Sometimes it's like, what was it? The lady who tried to murder, like, she was dating one of the guys from Ghost Adventures, and this is real. This lady decides to call a guy who's in jail to make plans to murder her boyfriend. And no, I'm not like a wise man here, but I'm just saying, don't call a guy who got arrested for murder who's in jail to do murdering for you. Just, I heard they search the jail cell, so maybe find someone who's not in jail to do your murder.
And that guy, the guy who did that, yeah, the unaliving, what you're supposed to say, the guy who, the guy that she was talking to that was in prison, that his name's something Amato. He lived in Chuliota, which isn't far from where I live, in Florida, and he was the one who was like sending money to some like cam model in like Russia or the Ukraine or something, and he was so obsessed with her that he stole his family's credit card.
What was this story?
This guy was like obsessed with this chick that was doing cam modeling, and so he stole all his family's credit cards and was like racking up all these, like large payments to this lady. They like send him to like a rehab or something to get him to stop, and he got out and he did it again, and then he just unalived the whole family.
Yeah, you got to stop.
And this is a true story. Like, yeah, it's like I said, this is another thing with online. People are fucking crazy. You never know who's crazy.
Oh those girls. Like I met a few in real life in my lifetime, but you got to watch them because they real dirty with money.
Yeah.
And it was really sad because actually I was watching her be sentenced, and I was listening to that guy cry because he really loved her, and you could hear it in his voice. He felt really bad for this guy. He felt he was in love, and next thing you know, he's just trying to murder him. It's like, what a horrible, Yeah, maybe I watch things to support my I live alone in great happiness.
I run into a lot of things, and that it catches my interest. I'm like, you can't let those type of people take advantage of you. No, you need to ditch them fast. Don't let them guilt.
Oh yeah, sometimes when somebody asks for help, sometimes helping a person is saying no.
I'm like, I see it.
Sometimes people think it's like when you pray to God, you sometimes might say, God doesn't answer my prayers, but sometimes your prayers are wrong and your solution is wrong, and the answer that comes to you is not the thing that you wished for.
Yeah.
No, if I see ink on their skin, then I ain't giving them shit. You don't need my help.
Yeah, for real. I mean, and then that guy, he just stole all his family's credit cards and just continued to rack up all them charges and stuff.
I referenced that I love my parents, but yeah, people who can murder their own family are a new kind of evil. I mean, there's bad parents out there, but you can murder, like, you can't explain away, like, you say maybe both parents are bad, and your brother, they can't all be bad, okay?
I know. And then he tried to, like, frame his brother or something. He did, like, something where he tried to make it look like his brother was the one that did it. So he was just continuing to pile on the crappy behavior,
why does someone do this? Because I was dating a girl in 2012. I think she was banging a guy at my house when I'm at work, and there's this moment like, listen, if you don't like me this much, get the fuck out of my house and move on, all right? Like, I mean, especially at that time. I mean, now I look like Hitler, but at the time, I had some ass I could be getting that isn't you. If you don't want, just because you might be fooling around, but he obviously isn't worth it. If you're fighting with me to stay, now that I'm saying get the fuck out, like, what's this? What are you doing?
Right.
Women will do this. They'll have a guy who has a house, free rent, and all they really got to do is just smile for like the 4 hours he's home from work before he goes to bed, and they'll fuck their free rent up. I want a lady to give me free rent and a free dog. These bitches, they all take dogs, and I'll tell you what, I'm sure those dogs are all dead because those bitches don't own houses. They have nowhere to take them, and you think their new boyfriend's going to want the gift dogs they stole from their ex? No.
She stole your dog?
I'm going to work on that.
She steal your dog?
Oh, yeah. Every ex-girlfriend who's ever left me takes a dog. It seems like they all get a free dog.
Get out.
Like the girl in 2012, she got a cattle dog terrier. The girl from 6 years ago, she got a free chow. Just everyone gets a puppy. You get a free puppy. In fact, maybe I should do that. If I get a girlfriend and she doesn't know about it, I'm going to buy her a puppy when she dumps me and go, listen, it's a tradition. Everyone gets a dog. Here's your dog.
Oh, no. That's terrible. I mean,
I'm gonna look up who G. Gordon Liddy is because I don't know the reference.
Yeah, who is it?
No, Phoebe. All right, Phoebe. Ouch! Stop it! What are you doing? Come here.
I know.
Oh, okay. Apparently, you know who you're talking about.
I'm talking to my cat.
All right.
She's over here. She's trying to make a bed out of nothing. And she's like scratching my stomach and shit. It's like, what are you doing?
I can see the resemblance. That I'll say that's fair.
Who is it? Who is that? Oh,
yeah, he's like one of those. It looks like I didn't watch the clip. He looks like one of those guys that we used to have in Chicago. There's a guy named like JJ Bittenbiter, and he was one of those mustache detectives that would tell you you're going to get raped in an alley. I'm sorry, graped in an alley.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, in the 90s, they were all about these weird videos where adults would tell you horrible stories to scare you to stay away from evil.
Yeah. I'm like, my mom used to say shit that didn't make sense to me. Like, me and my friends, my little brother, we used to go to the woods near the neighborhood all the time to prove our worth as tough boys, all that shit, or just to be doing shit. My mom says, "Don't be doing that." She'll say shit like, "There's a man in the woods that breaks kids' faces." So I'm like, okay.
Oh my god. It's always like a horror
Hey, you
story.
know what? Your mom might have been ahead of the curve because the other day I was walking. One of my friends, he's walking his German Shepherd, and we go to the park, and I saw what looked like a cool kids sport from my childhood, and I thought, wow, that looks lovely. It's a cute little kids sport. I was like, it brought me back to a warm memory in my soul. And then I realized it was a homeless meth shack, and I was like, oh, times have changed.
Oh, like the only thing I found in those woods was a horse. I like the horse interacted with us. I fed him some grass or whatever. So.
Oh man, see, kids are missing out because in the future, now that we all have cell phones and stuff, right? Kids can't get lost, so they can't make a film like The Goonies where kids get lost on an adventure until the lights come on and then they have to go home.
Yeah, it's true.
Okay.
You know,
I'm like shit. I know it. Hey, I'm the last of the good generation. I was born in '87. We was the last of the 86. We feared nothing.
it's like,
Because I'm like, I know it's cookie cutter compared to the generation before me and the ones before me. Because when we was doing the shit, that's when they was putting out PSAs, and that's public service announcement says, "Don't talk to strangers this, don't talk to strangers that." But before that, that's when serial killers was on the loose. It's on the rise.
Oh, right. Actually, where I grew up by an abandoned military plant. Yeah, I still live in America, but there's an abandoned military base, and like we would, like I think the whole town would just sneak out into this abandoned military base. And I learned at an early age when I was like a kid doing my paper route that the government just drops stuff and just wastes money because we'd come out of there with gas masks and shit. And my mom found my gas mask collection. And she threatened to call the cops, but then I was a little, I guess because I was managing a paper route and stuff. So I guess maybe it was bright for a kid. I was like, "What are you gonna do? Call the cops on you? I mean, you didn't watch me go and take them, so they're just gonna get you, Mom." That's why some of these stories. That's why sometimes there's times where like this is a dirty guy. Sometimes you have to understand teenagers are a lot smarter than some of them, not all of them, but some of them brighter and more different oriented than one would think.
Yeah, that's true.
Badger Life thought I had a
especially when you start grazing close to the teenage years and you start realizing that you're technically a kid and there's stuff you can get away with, but you're sort of going into adulthood. That's when your scheming brain starts to go, "Oh, this is the last time we could do some things." And then once you hit 18, the shit you thought was funny is now illegal. Like if you moon someone as an adult, you will probably be on a list and have to tell people you're a sex offender.
Yeah.
You'll be like, "But I'm mooning them. It's a funny thing. It was at Spencer's Gifts. It's just a thing." And they're like, "No, you flashed a sexual body part. You're a pervert, branded forever now."
Yep.
Yeah, because oh man, we were just flashing butts at each other fucking all over the 90s. Butts were like, everyone has a butt, so butts weren't too special except for certain.
Going streaking and all that shit. Like, it's been 20 years since I graduated. That was the last of the good days. Up to middle 2006.
I did one time ride, because one time I was on my little bicycle, and I think I was trying to be healthy, but I was also sort of cynical about it. So somewhere I was like, I decided to dress as the Riddler for some reason in my little bicycle, but I didn't think too many people would see me. So I was on this here's where I was going, because you always see those people with those little biker shorts, and I'm like, why would you wear them stupid shorts? But I felt so naked on my little bicycle in my leotard. I'm like, oh, is this why they wear these little shorts? Ooh, it's like God's blowing me while I'm on this bicycle. I feel so naked. And the worst part is I was dressed as a Riddler, and somewhere there was a town fair, I guess. I ended up on my bicycle, and everyone thought I was the Green Lantern, and I was like, I'm the fucking Riddler. Don't I get respect?
Green Lantern.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, I fight fucking Batman, the most famous superhero. You're calling me Green Lantern? Come on. Riddler deserves more respect than that. He's more than a second-rate Joker.
You know, he was my favorite character in the Batman movies, Batman Forever. They got the right guy.
Oh, dude, it's like born late, their comic book talk, but the Riddler actually escapes in his first episode in the animated series. He actually gets away, which I thought was cool. They gave a bad guy a win. Usually cartoons don't do that.
All right, guys, I'm ready to get out of here. I got to get them boys in bed, and I got to go to appointments tomorrow. I enjoyed it a lot.
Oh, man.
coming up, Melted and Brian. Thank you.
Mhm. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah,
I love you
women-
all. Thank you for sharing.
Yeah,
Have a
thank
good Friday.
Yeah, and it's nice meeting y'all.
It's nice
Y'all,
meeting you.
You too.
Yeah, thank you for coming up. Yeah, thank you for coming
What
up.
the show's ending. I'm all juiced up on energy drinks now.
No, no.
it's midnight. It's time for me to sleep. I feel it because I've been smoking the boat. You know what it does.
Mhm.
I'm more of a sativa guy. I go for the weed that's an upper, not the downers kind.
Oh, well,
Oh yeah, because I don't want. Yeah, that's another thing with the hard drugs that just knock you the fuck out. Like I want to be up when I'm high. I paid money for that. I want to enjoy it.
Yeah.
Any drug that knocks you the fuck out, like why would you do that? You think
Right.
that a lot of it would be wanting to be awake during the trip.
yeah, yeah, like people that are addicted to Ambien or something. I don't get that.
Right, yeah. I personally am not a bit. I mean, I enjoy sleep because I have to sleep, but I personally like to be up and alive more often.
Right.
Like, it's just me.
Yes.
Yeah, weird. Well,
I don't know. Though, 'cause I mean, I think time runs differently. Because one time I had like a half-hour dream, and I swear I had a full-time job. I found a girlfriend and a wife and a kid in a half hour. It's like I woke up and I was like, I lived another life. And I looked because I thought I had to be asleep for days. I looked, I was like, that was a half hour. I had a whole life. I had a wife and I was cheating on her at the same time. Not Beth to just hang out with dogs.
oh my god.
She's eating Altoids.
What? Really? She ate out.
Maybe I should have been doing that all along. Now her breath don't smell so bad.
I had a dog named Ebony, and she used to eat lettuce. I don't know if the only dog I knew that would be like all about lettuce.
My cat eats lettuce.
Oh, and then I had one dog that liked the rinds of watermelons for some reason. Oh, Ebenezer, my current dog, is the one that likes the rinds of watermelon.
Damn,
Oh, well.
she's heavy.
Oh, it's yeah, my little white one. See that her hips going out. Just it just happens. And now she's like the most drunken, weird little dog now because she starts to like roll in circles. Like one time, she somehow like landed in her water dish and was just kind of sitting there looking at me.
Ensure? Cat drinks Ensure? Well,
Oh, that's one thing good about my dogs aren't like pit bulls. They're smart enough to not keep eating, so I can just put a big bowl out for them.
oh, that's good.
That's nice.
Yeah, some animals are like that. Like one time, I found a pit bull someone let loose, and I mean, fortunately, they came and looked for their dog. But holy shit, this thing. I had it for like 2 hours, and I was like, holy shit, this thing's gonna eat me out of my house.
Yep, they will. Well, this one here will too. All right, guys, let's
Which
get
I'm
out of
not-
here.
All right, Mama, we'll be.
Hey, ladies.
All right, bye, guys.
A big say, see you, ladies.
Bye. Nice to meet you.
Bye.
Bye, Twin Mama. You can drop me. Good night. Love
Good
you,
night.
everybody. Good night. Love you, Twin Mama. Bye.
Figure out how to do that. Oh, there you are. There you went. All right. Good night, everybody. Thank you all for coming. I appreciate it. Roy, Badger Live, Racing Stars. Brian. Already said Roy. I think everybody else has done chipped out on us. Ruben done took out. Good night, everybody. I appreciate it. Y'all have a great rest of your night and have a good Friday. All right, bye, guys.